everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Alex, also known as the Traveler of Places. And it's Tuesday. It's a weekday. It's a story day. It's also, I believe, Polish Independence Day and Remembrance Day in a lot of the English-speaking countries. So happy that day to everyone who celebrates. How are you all going? Who's trying to barge in, bro? I don't know. Who is trying to barge in? Hi, hello, telephone. Hello, Yuri. How is it going? So, yes, it's a story day. It's still a spooky day, technically, for we shall be continuing with the Hobbs Barrow, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. It's Tuesday. Wait, it is Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday. Every time I say, yay, it's Tuesday, I have to double check and mentally think, wait, what day of the week is it? I do preparation for this stream and everything, but I always forget what day it is. Isn't it amazing how it's the only holiday today? It's the only holiday today. It's the only one. It's the important one, really. It is indeed Poland's Independence Day. Yes, that's the wrong order. But yes, happy that day. Hope you guys are having a great time. How are you all going? We shall be continuing with this. So, let's see where we were. Yes, we were here. So, we had recently found out that Lord Panswick? I'm bad at names at the best of times. Whatever that dude is, the guy who was flirting with us continuously, is in control of Hobbs Barrow. We have found Hobbs Barrow. We suspect there might be some mystical thing happening within the Barrow of the Hobbs, and we shall see. I'm photobashing. Ooh, what are you photobashing together? Telephone. That's really cool. Let us talk to people.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous.
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
His lordship is a man of folly. That's such a great way to say he just does whatever he wants. I just need to bring up a walkthrough, because I totally forgot to do that before we started the stream. Unless, do I have one? At the ready. No, I do not. No! I do apologize about this, everyone. I need to get this walkthrough ready, because otherwise we are going to be very stuck very quickly. Oh, there's a walkthrough. That one, I believe. Yes, last time we sort of relied upon the walkthrough quite extensively. That's the one. And so we need to be going to this day. We're on the second day, Expicor, which I can't say that word. So we go down to We're nearly at the end of this day. We are. Okay. Yeah, so our job now is we must exchange our ability to delve into Hobbs Barrow in exchange for getting Lord Panswick some Bakewell puddings. For he is a man of folly. Yeah. Cool. Character portraits. Ooh, character portraits for characters in story? Which character portraits? That's cool. I'm playing Stardew. I want to play till Egg Festival and then finish for today. Nice, you can do it, Fury. I believe you can. I know you can. You can win the Egg Festival, unless you're going to leave that until next time, because that is also fair. Let's talk to all the people.
Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Cool, so we're going to get some, a little army of men, of cool guys, actually. I quite like them, in order to help with Hobbs Barrow, and I'm going to double check you can hear me. Cool, so we're going to get... You can hear me? Fantastic. For my story characters, yes. Nice! That's awesome! Alright, so we're going to go back to town, slowly.
Good day.
Bad day.
Another strumpet looking
Aww.
to find our way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Easy on.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
How many archaeologists come by? Because I'm not sure that's the kind of sort. What is that?
That is well out of my reach. It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
That feels quite pagan to me. I'll definitely win if the map isn't changed by East Scarp or Ridgeside Village. Oh, that's the point. You've got all the mods going. That's cool. Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
Very welcome. So, it's a new save. I got perfection on the last one, so I started a new one. Nicely done, Yuri. Congrats, you got perfection. Hell yeah. Yes, of course. We have to fix the fiddle, so we have to go back into town. Yuri! So we're gonna go to... where is town? Beulah Village Square. Alright, I'm gonna go behind here, where there should maybe... Aha, wait, that's horse dung, and that's a horse.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
It would. Don't... Right, safety tip.
You almost took my head off.
Yeah, safety tip for anyone who's ever gonna be next to a horse. Don't pluck the hair from the tail unless you're their owner and they're very, very used to you. Even then, the danger section of a horse is specifically where she is standing. This is a bad plan. This is a very bad plan. What is that? That's Herbert. Oh.
I don't wish to wake him up.
I think we froze for a sec there.
A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
Yeah, as good as horsehair might be for a bowstring, don't pluck hair from a horse without it essentially being okay with that. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna feed a sugar cube. Okay, that's how that makes sense. Cool. So we didn't actually get the hair. Can I do the thing?
Here you go. Eat this.
Whereas they do love sugar cubes. Then again, most creatures love sugar cubes, so that does kind of make sense.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Hopefully
No.
that's gained some trust between us.
Well. I worry about this.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Again, yeah. Horses spook at the smallest thing. You're not this horse's owner. Like, you don't ever do this with a horse. This is a bad plan. I'm gonna leave now. That was a bad plan. The plan was bad.
Fresh and steamy. Delightful. I believe a horse to be the culprit.
Hint, hint. There's a horse behind you. Ooh,
These
window box.
flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them.
I kind of love that in the UK, a lot of the pubs and inns, taverns have these window boxes out front. It's just kind of cool. All right, so okay, so we're going to combine the horsehair with some resin, which will definitely do a thing. Cool.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
All right, and then on top of that, we take the bowstring to the fiddle. Do do do.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
I've done it! I've created an instrument! So, yes, last time there was a mysterious girl who possibly lives with a goblin out on the moors, whose bowstring was broken. So we now have the bowstring fixed. We must go back to her. She, I believe, is at the Devil's Toe, which is a fantastic name for a place. The Devil's Toe. Hello, Toe Devil. How are you?
The scruffy young girl has a wild look in her eyes.
Yuri exploded. Sorry. No, Yuri, you exploded. No. Yuri, come back. I hope you're okay. What did you say in Polish to Yuri to make them explode? Should I be worried? All right. Fiddlebow, to you.
Look what I have for you.
Here's your bow. Run away! Run away! She climbs quickly. Oh, I've turned off the music, so we can't actually hear this. Which kind of makes it all the more funnier and a little bit creepy, to be honest. Eyes. The eyes! She's mildly terrifying. She is summoning the darkness. Cthulhu is raining down upon us. Yes. So how doomed are we? I suspect more than none. Oh, we're all dead. Cool. Concerning problems.
My head is spinning. What
Yeah.
happened?
Sorcery and or drugs.
Where did she go?
Ran away. She left you a fiddle. I asked a simple literary question. Oh, I love you too, but my message didn't appear. They silenced Yuri. Ah, yes, they did. No, Yuri, what did you send? No! I wonder... Yuri, did the message you sent, was it in Polish? In response to Telly? Because if it was, I wonder if there might be a word that is just a word in Polish, but maybe is a blocked word in English? I don't know if YouTube blocks non-English words. Like, obviously it blocks some English swearing. I assume it blocks like Polish and other languages as well, right? That would be weird if it didn't. But American company, so I don't know. Let's pick that up.
The girl left her fiddle behind.
Yoink!
I'll
I don't
take
think
it with
so.
me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Magic sorcery! I don't think so, yeah. Because last time, Telly, you sent a message that I couldn't find any problem with. So I don't know what the issue could be. I think I've only got it on the very basic forms of word blocking, which is like, you know, blocking the most extreme, basic things that people don't say anyway.
The Devil's Toe, a local landmark.
Dun dun dun! So with that, we done got a fiddle. And aha, so we're gonna go back to the church. Back to the church we go, which is there. Oh no, I hope everything's okay. Into the church we go. Hello there, Mr. Duplancy. How go ye?
Good day to you, pet.
Hello,
Good
Mrs.
day.
Duplancy.
Bakewell puddings, if you please.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs.
That's terrible.
Duplancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed
Oh.
away recently.
That's
My
unfortunate.
thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
That's why she's wearing black in the church, because she's actually in mourning. It's not just style. That's unfortunate. Oh, poor Mrs. Duplancy.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley.
Oh.
The most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him.
Oh, that's cute.
Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can
is.
replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
No. Okay, so okay, so we're gonna go outside again.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Hope you have a better day, Mr. Duplancy. I'm so sorry for your loss. No.
It's the exit.
Shh. I worry what you two are yelling at each other. Hope everything's okay. Hope you're being nice to each other. So we're gonna have a look over here. Traveler, are you seeing this complete? Disrespect! I don't know if it's disrespect or not. I can't read the Polish. That, I believe, is Albert's
The
grave.
simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
Just browsing. Yeah.
Who's going to mend me boots now?
Aww. So I believe the way this generally works. Well, you see, traveler. Oh no. Yes, I believe the way this generally works is the day the body is buried, they put a wooden cross in, and then the headstone is made, and it's a few weeks later that they put in the stone headstone. So this is quite normal. I asked this disrespectful kid who wrote, I'm gonna say, Iridian? Is that how you pronounce that? And he told me he Googled it, but you see. But you see? Oh no. What has happened? I sent this kid links that I labeled. Oh no. To the author of Iridian. No. Aww.
He looks like a rather shady character.
He seems like a cool guy, honestly.
Hello?
Hello. If that disrespectful child, no, bothered to care, then he would have known, shaking my head. No, be nice to Yuri. It's okay, these things happen. Yuri, it's okay. It's all right if you don't want to read the things. You're allowed to play the Stardews. Stardews is also good. Be nice to each other, yeah? Let's talk to you.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Now to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor.
Already been
You'll
there.
end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
What?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Right. Everyone says it's a really bad idea, don't go there, or he'll shoot you or everything. He's flirtatious as hell, but he's not the shooting kind. I mean, maybe his housekeeper is. She seems like the shooty kind, honestly. Actually, yeah, maybe that is actually worth being warned about her. She's one hell of a guard dog. And exile for Poland immediately! Don't be mean! Yeah, no, don't be mean! No, we're not allowed to bully each other here, okay? We be kind to each other here. Sometimes you just want to play Stardew and sit back and chill. Life can be a lot. We don't need to add extra weight to things. You learn this stuff in school! Yeah, it depends on the school. And it depends, like, what else is going on in life, how much you remember. I don't remember most of school. But, yeah, don't be mean to Yuri, okay? Yuri's allowed to be here without being bullied. So we be nice, yeah? We play nice here.
Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Ta-da! I love her just instant goodbye at the end. Yeah, so no, this is very common, actually. I mean, maybe it does actually stay like that, because you do have to be able to afford the stone, which, you know, not everyone can. But it is not uncommon for the stone to come in after the body. That's kind of just how the system works. Thank you, Trev. You're very welcome. Yeah. No, we be nice to each other here. Bullying is not okay in any case. Okay, we're going to talk to her again about the grave. Oh dear traveler, I'm simply worried for when it's time for him to write his MAT. I'm guessing MAT is like the final exam paper for school kind of thing. For Polish MAT, is it MAT or MAT? I keep pronouncing it MAT. You need 3 contexts, 2 of which are literary. Yeah, the thing is, you can figure that out when you study for the test/paper. Don't worry about my matura, Telly. Yeah. So yeah, when you have an exam, you can study for that in the lead up to it. You don't need to live your life studying for it. It's very handy if you're interested in this stuff beforehand. You can just remember what you've been working with, but you don't need to do it beforehand. You can just do it for the event, it's riskier, definitely, and it is much easier if you know it in the lead up to the point that you would study, but you don't, like, other things happen in life. Like, you need to live the way that I can walk down there. Huh. That was terrifying. Yeah, you need to live in a way that is better for you. Travel leader, you really shouldn't learn for MAT in the days leading up, Broken Heart. So there is shouldn't, and there is, like, life happens. We never know what's happening in other people's lives. And, like, yeah, studying in general is really important, but also living life is important. We start preparing at least a year or two before MAT. That's intense. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, no, that's a cultural thing. But, no. Everyone gets to study and live the way they wish. And that includes if today Yuri's head desires them to be playing Stardew Valley, they're allowed to play Stardew Valley instead of studying that stuff.
Mrs. Duplancy is a kind, God-fearing woman.
I never understood God-fearing. Isn't he meant to be on your side? I feel like God loves you, why am I afraid of him? Doesn't really match, you know? Hello.
Good day to you, pet.
Good
Hello,
day.
Mrs. Duplancy. I
Great.
saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man,
Aw.
our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds.
No.
He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
Yeah.
His precious hippiastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
It's like a delicate flower, I assume, that takes constant maintenance. Okay, yeah, so the standard way that I've seen in the UK is you put a wooden cross down and then later on the stone comes in because you order the stone. Stone generally takes longer to make than the time taken between passing away and burial, which has to happen quite quickly for, like, hygienic reasons. But if you can't afford more than a wooden cross, then the wooden cross can be all that stays there. I believe is the way that it works. Fear is a powerful emotion. Yeah, apparently. Also, fearing God seems like a carry through from the Old Testament where God was not necessarily on your side. The cool thing that Jesus did, like, not a Christian, but I will say the one cool thing that Jesus did is the whole, like, be kind to each other as a religion, which isn't really followed in a lot of ways these days, and I will point out. But that part of it, if Jesus was a real dude, he was a hippie, and I kind of respect the hippie idea, so good for him. Doesn't really fit with the God-fearing thing, though.
What does a hippiastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are.
They eat people.
Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Size of a human,
Hard to grow in this climate.
because they're usually on
With
fire.
his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to him. That's why he loved him so much.
That's a good
You
thing?
see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet.
What soft
His
smells?
Astrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
No. I feel like maybe... Look, no, you just have a softer smell flower. That's quite nicer. Also, the joke that I was making was that hippiastrum were, like, from Jumanji, and they were giant man-eating flowers, like Venus flytraps that eat people whole and shoot barbs at them.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
And so what we're going to do now, I believe, is... Ooh, Pantic Manor, okay. Do. Off to Pantic Manor we go. Outside, we can use the map. Pantic Manor. There's one place we haven't been to yet. Ooh. That's Hippiastrum.
These
Hippiastirum.
matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned.
Can we yoink?
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum.
But my Hippiastrum.
Apologies.
Sorry, just want to steal them.
Well, that confirms it.
Yeah, she is definitely the one with the shotgun. She's the scary one here, not Lord Panzik. Now, speaking of MAT, I think you already know that Lalka is a jump-scaring bee. Just read it. Don't wiggle your way around it. Ooh. Were you talking to me or to Yuri? Because I don't know what Lalka is. Wait, Lalka, yes. That's not a capital I. So, we're going to, I think, talk to our friend there with the broom. Yes. Alright. Let's talk to you.
Good day.
To Yuri, yes, cool. Yeah. Lalka is a mandatory book. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, everyone studies and does school in their own way. And there are more important things in life. It can set you up for really good times. It can also break you. So do it your way, is all I would say. It's infamous for nobody reading it and it appearing on MAT when least expected. Is it a good book? Because most of the mandatory books, in my experience, aren't particularly great. We did Frankenstein, though. That was actually pretty good. Has some problems, but in general, that was actually a pretty good book. A lot of the other ones were... Oh, why? Like, when they... I don't know if you do in Poland. I assume you probably don't study Shakespeare, because it's in English. When we did Shakespeare, we read it. You're not meant to read Shakespeare, you're meant to watch Shakespeare. Most of Shakespeare is not in the words, it's in the acting. And so whenever in school you read it, it doesn't make any sense because there's no acting. It doesn't have half of the story in there. So, yeah. Don't worry, I know Lalka is quite good. Lalka is a shrug personally for me. Don't study Shakespeare! Yeah! No, you should study Shakespeare, you should not read Shakespeare. Shakespeare is not meant to be read unless you're an actor. And part of it is reading it so you can learn how to be the actor side of it, but your first experience of it should never be reading, it should be watching. I'm sorry, but 2 of Shakespeare's plays are mandatory here, last I checked. Interesting, even in non-English speaking countries. That's surprising to me. Kind of cool. Shakespeare is like legitimately good. Which 2 are mandatory? Or is it just they pick a random 2 every time? Because Shakespeare is very good. It's fantastic. The words are lovely. And there's so much depth in them. But when you just read the words, there's no emotion because it's part of the player's job to add that in. Like, Shakespeare is incredibly funny and full of really dirty jokes. It's actually kind of great. Yes, Macbeth and, God, what was the other one? Interesting. I wonder why. I would expect other, like, languages to have their own equivalent of Shakespeare. Hamlet. Okay, Hamlet is legitimately incredible. I haven't actually read Macbeth. I need to. Watched. I haven't seen Macbeth. I have seen Hamlet. Hamlet is really good. Hamlet is really good. But again, I'm surprised that like Poland wouldn't just use its own playwrights, of which there are many. Specifically a few bards. Also, Romeo and Juliet is usually mandatory, but it's not on the list needed for MAT. Ah, there you go. Cool.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Dun dun dun.
Why? It's
I
a
like
long
'em.
story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
Oh no!
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman.
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Oh,
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up.
oh, poor
Without
girl.
Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have.
That's not much.
I can't risk losing it over a flower.
Yeah, no, we have our people, and then the Anglos, and even the Rus and other BS on top. Ah, yes. Yeah, it makes more sense to me that, like, the Russian ones are there rather than the Anglos, right? Because, like, right there, like, there's a lot more cultural crossover to Russia than to the UK, I assume, would be my understanding. I might be wrong. But Crime and Punishment? Mandatory! No! I've heard that's quite a good book, but damn, that's a big book. If it's the one I'm thinking of. I think it is. I've not read that either.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I think the
I'm
train's
sure
broken.
That's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum?
Uh,
Please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
No. 1984, Mandatory! That is actually a very good book. 1984. So, I assume it's the same in Poland. It might not be. The idea of Orwellian dystopian in English is so strong, from like the surveillance cameras and the what's the name? The Big Brother, as the Big Brother state and all of that stuff. The thing that surprises me most about 1984 that he predicted is the main character has a girlfriend. That's not the surprising bit. That's just part of the story. But her job is to fix the novel writing machines. Like, machines that write all of the novels, all of the stories. Which is now just large language model AI. And like, how the hell did he predict that? The main character's job is to rewrite the news to like control the propaganda, and then there's this thing called newspeak where they slowly remove words to control people's minds, so that instead of having the word terrible, you have very bad, and you limit language as a way to control people's thoughts. That I understand how he got to. I never understood how he got to the machines that write the novels, and then we actually made them for some reason. We're not meant to have machines do that. Humans can do that bit. Me angry about that. I have a distaste for Crime and Punishment and FD, but shrug. Kafka! Mandatory! I've not read Kafka. I need to read Kafka. The Divine Comedy, and in general stuff like Iliad and Odyssey, but at least I assume y'all have also. I would hope at least y'all do! The Divine Comedy, no, I've not read that, but I've heard interesting things about that one. Iliad and the Odyssey, no, we don't read that one. We do have that, though. I've not heard of people actually studying that outside of ancient history. You have a lot of mandatory books. We had like 3, I think. No, actually, no, 3 plus a few Shakespeares. But the Shakespeare, it's not it's not a mandatory set list. It's just like whatever the curriculum is using that year. Because there's like, I don't know, 30 of them. You don't? Bloody hell! Oh yeah, we have like... Dun dun dun!
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
What does he look like?
He's got brown hair.
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Sorry, Mum. I'm too upset. Please find him, won't
Oh,
you?
I'm sorry. I hope she's okay.
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping.
I don't like her.
Sorry, Miss Fenchurch.
She's very mean. Miss Fenchurch is very mean. Oh yeah, we have like 30 on the MAT list alone. That's too many. Why? Mind you, Zygmunt Krasinski, I'm going to say. Hopefully that's correct, sorry. It's not on the list. You still read the Undivine Comedy for class, though. When you say Undivine Comedy, is that a different thing from the Divine Comedy, or is that a joke? Because damn. So, okay, we need to find Mr. Ambrose. Head to the village square and start moving to the right. Okay. Village square. Who? It's a different thing, is it? Okay, damn. Hello, person.
The entrance to the plough.
No, I want to talk to this person. No, you can't talk to this person. This bearded person. Fare thee well, person. Hope you have a good day. So, we're going to go start walking to the right. And... Dun dun dun! Eyes.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path.
You do.
She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had
Why?
to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know.
Oh.
I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots?
Oh, that's
Well,
cute.
I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Not a translation, not even a parody. If you include the expanded MAT, then we have like 40 on the list. That's too many books. That is too many things. How do you live a life when you have 40 books? If you're reading, so over 2 years, no, you say 1 year you prepare for this. So that's essentially 1 book a week. Mind you, that list has been slimmed down. That's too many books. That's too many things. Why would they do that to you? You're not going to take in any of the stories and the meanings behind it. You can't spend any time on it. You're just spending your entire time reading the book and not delving into the world, into the story, into the mind of the creator. I guess you get well read, and that is good. Like, it is good to read, but that seems like too many, honestly. Okay, so MAT becomes your problem the second you enter high school. Yeah. I'm not sure I like that. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. That sounds painful. You went to high school as just preparation for MAT with a stronger focus but closer to the MAT. But how do you live a life outside of that? Your problem. Blah. Yeah, how do you live a life outside of that much work? Or how do you have a part-time job outside of that much? Or how do you... That seems like a lot. Yeah. I guess it trains you to do things, I guess, but that seems intense.
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on.
Aww.
The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow.
Ooh.
I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich.
No.
You said, now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl.
Cute.
Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? William,
Why?
that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece. Once you
As it
moved
should.
to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it.
No. It is a big one. It all depends on the teacher. Oh? Yeah, there's a certain amount of homework that doesn't actually help. Actually, it's been proven homework does not help kids, I believe. And it kind of just stresses people out. See, throughout my high school, I had 3 different Polish teachers. Oh yeah, this is only one subject as well. Like, damn.
We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it
Aw.
up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror.
What's inside?
There's a bloody rat in there, you screamed.
No. The one I had the longest taught us nothing. She just speed ran through the mandatory books. My classmates. Dun dun dun. Did not know how to write an essay. Yes, exactly. That seems like a bigger thing. Because she never made us write any. But to get through all of those books, that's kind of what you have to do, right? A lot of the time. Whereas if you have like 1 or 2 books, then you can spend time getting into it and understanding different chapters and the prose and everything that the metaphors and the story behind it. The teacher we got in MAT, yeah, suddenly made us do things, and those people could not do anything. Yeah, exactly. Like, that sounds like a really intense system. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Broken urn.
I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad.
Ooh.
I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient.
Probably is ancient. We just did pop quizzes. We didn't do essays. Yeah, and that's just about like pop quizzes are just about memorizing things. It's not about actually skills and thinking through things. And
You were
rough.
incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet.
ooh.
You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours.
Aw, it's cute.
How can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery?
Because of what it means.
But it wasn't long until I understood.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I
Ooh.
thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating.
That's why she
I've
became a barrow
decided
digger.
That is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is.
Yeah.
When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to.
No, that's cool.
I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Break the curse. You can do it. The eyes. We barely wrote our notes ourselves because that woman was effing incompetent and didn't bother making those people write by themselves. I'm lucky enough that I liked the subject, and when our teacher switched, I didn't have an issue because I can write my own notes. I can write and essay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm glad that worked for you. But also, like, yeah, you need to have life outside of school. You need to not break yourself doing that stuff. You need to be a person.
There's something ahead on the road.
Ooh. Look at the moors, the misty moors, the hills in the distance. As we scroll across the landscape.
My God!
Oh, you okay? No, that's very bad. Oh, now we're getting into some Wicker Man stuff. Huh.
Mr. Ambrose!
So, the creep
I'm going
level
to help you.
has increased. Yeah, I should say, trigger warning for everything from here on out. Things might start getting increasingly creepy the closer we get to the end of this game. And mind you, you need to write an essay during Polish MAT. Yeah, that sounds painful.
Let me free you, sir.
Yeah, so this is going to get increasingly cultish.
Curses. The rope is bound too tightly.
Do we have the knife?
I can't even free his mouth. Don't worry, sir. I'll find a way to free you.
We have a knife, right? Knife.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free.
Get him out! Get him out!
He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further.
Brutal. This is getting into, like, not the bees territory. So,
His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I
interesting.
was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act.
That doesn't sound... Feral folk? Oh, and so I thought she was referencing the fair folk. No, the feral folk are the people who live on the moors, like the people who just have houses outside of the village. Like the little girl, I think, is the feral folk. I think also Mr. Shoulder is technically one of the feral folk because he's living out doing his own thing. Yeah. This is getting intense. So those buffoons barely could remember what the mandatory books were about because the woman speed ran through them and they couldn't write an essay because she never made them write any. Yeah, that sounds problematic.
After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free.
That's good, okay. He's alive!
Right.
Probably not.
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this
I
to you?
bet he didn't.
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Ooh.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
Oh, my love.
Oh, he loves her.
my
Oh,
darling love.
Let me take you to
cute.
her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek
Okay.
to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him.
I bet. So he said he saw the devil. I bet he did not. The devil, as the modern day Christianity understands it, the image of that is not based on, as far as I know, the Judaism which came before it. It's based on demonizing the Celtic faith. I believe Canonus Let's have a quick check of this. It's either Canonus or Pan. Canonus, yes. Which I might be mispronouncing. Canonus is an ancient Celtic deity, lord of wild things. Yes, the one who ran the Wild Hunt. Yes, so Canonus was known to have run the Wild Hunt, and he was a essentially a satyr, half man, half goat with half goat? No, half deer, half stag. With great antlers. And then when Christianity came in and they wanted to demonize Christianity, when Christianity came in and they wanted to demonize the Celtic faiths, they took the image of Canonus, who is, he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's just a god of the wild. And fertility and dancing and nature and all these things. And they turned that into the image of the devil to say, oh, you must fear this one is evil. Here's the thing, I'm not saying Canonus did this to him, but if this guy was going to be attacked by followers of the Celtic faiths, they might have dressed as him and then done this to him, meaning that he would see the devil because he doesn't know about the Celtic faith. So when he hasn't been taught those stories, he's been taught the Christian stories, which use that image. I bet that Panswick and his folk, who are rebuilding possibly a Celtic temple, dressed as such with stag antlers, and then did this to him. And I bet that's what did it. For MAT, you need to write an essay that uses one, whatever mandatory book they mention, 2, any other form of mandatory books, 3, other contexts for arguments. For argument is the word point. Man, I don't remember. Either way, the way she taught only wasted time. And I finished playing. Well done, Yuri. Damn, I feel like rewatching Attack on Titan. I need some free time to do so. No! I have not finished Attack on Titan. I've watched up until the final season, but I've not watched the final season yet. I've heard good things. And intense things. But yeah. Also, wait, is it Canonus or Pan? I'm going to double check that again. Canonus versus Pan. Okay, yes. So Canonus is antlered while Pan is goat horned. Honestly, it could have been either one that they were dressed as while attacking him. They're both in the same pantheon. Yeah. Pan is also, I believe, Greek, possibly. I never watched Attack on Titan, and I'm not planning on ever watching it. Been aware of it for over a decade. Yeah, so Attack on Titan is a very well-made anime, but it's not what people... It's not the greatest thing that's ever been made, as a lot of people say it is. You need to watch the final season, definitely! I do. Yes, it's intense. It's a lot. I need to watch it. But... yeah, people say it's like, oh, the greatest thing ever. It's a fighting anime that has intense Holocaust references, basically. Yeah. It's essentially, it's a fantasy based on a mixture of the Holocaust and fascism from a non-European perspective looking in. Like, it's made by Japanese creators looking at Europe, basically. I returned from my backgammon battles, of which I bring bad news of my defeat. No! Also, hello, Jay! Welcome back. How's it going? I'm so sorry for your defeat, but well done. You fought the battles. You did the thing, Jay. Well done. We have just found, Jay, to bring you up to speed, we have just found a dude tied with flowers and sticks in a very, the Wickerman style, cultish manner.
He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Yeah, I bet those visions were actually people in costumes. So yes, welcome. Attack on Titan is one of the greatest animes for me. That's very fair. See, I prefer animes that have a lot more emotion in them rather than anger. Like, for me, Violet Evergarden, it's one of the best animes. It's all emotion. Really good action in that as well, actually. We're going to reunite two loves. Aw, speaking of.
My love.
My love.
Eddie!
Aw. Aw, cute.
Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank
Never.
your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Literally,
Eddie!
he was tied up in
Let's get
thorns.
out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
Thieving bint! How have you guts for garters?
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow.
Hell yeah!
The cheek!
I love
Here
this.
you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Incredibly valid. Thank you for the flower. Good luck. No, that was cute. Lieutenant Solo, the Attack on Titan. You found a dude, and those times dudes were rare. Dudes tied up in flowers were definitely rare. Like, yeah. He was just bound and gagged. It was kind of horrifying, actually. Why does he sound like that? I'm eating sweets because I'm hungry. You have food. Amazing, Yuri. Food is good. Eat the sweets. Nice. What does he sound like that? Do you mean Utena? Or Attack on Titan? Or one of the characters in the game? Or me? Is it me that sounds like that? I'm unsure. Yuri, you're always hungry. Yeah. Yuri's allowed to be hungry. Okay, so yes, we get through that. Sorry, I am checking the walkthrough because there's no way to get through this game without it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the church. Yes, I am. And what? Yeah. The guy sounded like he was suffocating at first. He literally was. Yeah, he was bound and gagged in very brutal ways. So we're gonna go back to the church. And I have coffee. Coffee is good. Into the church we go. Now, unfortunately, our friend here has recently lost her husband, and that's incredibly sad, and I want her to have a better life.
I have something for you.
You found them?
Yeah.
Oh, you dear child.
Technically stole them.
Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Absolutely.
Of course, Mrs. Duplantis.
It's just outside anyway. No. It's a bad day for rain.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me.
Yeah.
Click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now.
Aww.
Silence.
It's
The
really
funny
sad.
thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet.
Yeah.
He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Ooh, that's a good question. There's a fantastic song by The Amazing Devil. I can't remember if I put it in the Discord or not. I believe it's called Fair. I'll link it at the end of the stream. But it's the story is of a husband and wife who the chorus is, "It's not fair how much I love you, even though you snore and you steal the bed covers and you fart in the worst times and your jokes are just the worst, and I hate that I laugh at them and I hate that I love you no matter how annoying you are." And it's just these two lot of elderly there's an elderly couple that just sort of like essentially insulting each other and hating how much they love it. And it's really cute. Yuri, I have a way to fix your issue. Have food. Yum, yum, yum. Yes, this is a very good idea, Jay. Food is good. I don't often eat in the evening because I just don't know what to eat then. So at night I just eat what I have. That's very fair. To be honest, the last 24 hours my anxiety was stupidly heightened by my dysphoria. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jay. No. I'm so sorry. That's legitimately sucky. That's the worst thing. I'm so sorry you're going through that. I do, not at all. It's the part in between that concerns me most. So, Do we fear death? Is kind of a brutal question. What's up, Telly? Yeah. Don't mind me if I fall asleep early today, by the way. I just like to sleep and need to wake up at 6:30. Yes, sleep is good, Yuri. Do not feel bad for sleeping. Sleep is very good. Please take care of yourself. What we should focus on is food for thought. This is also true. But also food is good and keeps the body going so you can have more thoughts. So have food. And thoughts. And water. Drink water. Water is very good. Do we fear death? I don't know what to answer for this one. Yuri, you also fall asleep early in most streams. Yes, and sleep is good. Do not feel bad for the sleep. I think the part in between that concerns me most. The most important part on a gravestone is not the birth date and it's not the death date. It's the dash in between. So I'm going to say that.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
That sounds brutal.
That does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, Pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates.
Yeah,
To be
that's...
trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll
cage.
get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so.
Yeah,
These
that
flowers
is
look
brutal.
beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us.
No.
Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there.
Thank
You
you.
can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
It's very
To be
kind.
truthful with you, I was saving them for myself.
Very
I shouldn't
fair.
be so selfish.
You're allowed to be
Oh, forgive me.
selfish.
You're nothing of the sort.
You're allowed to have a
I'll
cake you
stay here
baked.
with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
No. Cute. You're allowed to have the cakes you baked. You baked them. You're allowed to have some yourself. It would be more surprising if you didn't. Broken heart. Aw. I never fear death. Dun dun dun. Last night I stayed till 2 a.m. playing and then went to sleep at 3 a.m. Yeah, I do that a lot. I have apple juice. Love it. Apple juice is great. Drink the apple juice. Shaking my head. Kids nowadays only know those bloody games like Tetris or Pac-Man. I know what you're gonna do. Kids these days. Those are both very good games, honestly. I wonder... So my prediction is that we're going to break the curse and our dad's going to wake up. I think she might pass away soon. There's a chance that maybe we're going to find her passed away on the grave.
This belongs to Mrs. Duplancy.
Belongs to us now. Ha ha! Bakewell puddings.
Here they are.
Bakewells are really nice. Like jam puddings with the biscuit and such in the base. They're really nice. I want Bakewell puddings now. That's such a UK thing. Okay, we're gonna go back to the manor. Oh, outside we go. Bakewell puddings are usually more red than brown, though. That might be an older recipe. I've only had them from shops rather than made at home. So we're gonna go back to the manor. Dun dun dun. Hello. Why are you standing in the rain? There's so many questions.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Indeed.
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
Ooh.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
I worry
What do you
about this
mean?
guy.
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly.
A little bit.
Of course, I would have lent you my men either way.
Ah.
I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
Easy,
I
dude.
take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim.
And yet you
Or
do.
do I?
Yeah, we go.
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Yeah.
I do. And that's what I admire about you.
Easy, man.
Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Yeah, maybe.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
I really want to say no, because I don't like this guy. Damn, his voice. Yeah. He's putting a little bit more intensity on the words. I think maybe now is not the time.
Now is not the time, Lord Panswick.
You disappoint me. It would seem you don't find the rain quite as romantic as I do. Perhaps tomorrow, after your triumphant excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Maybe then, once some sorcery has happened.
Staleness doesn't descend upon them in the meantime.
No, it can last a few days.
My word is my bond. Come with me to the chapel. I shall inform the chaps of their duties.
Thank you.
His voice is hot. Fair enough, Yuri.
Chaps, listen up. You're
Chaps,
to
listen
assist
up.
Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
Helly
We'll be
easy.
there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs
Else is hot
Barrow.
hell, yeah.
On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
Absolutely.
No bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Yeah, Telly, please play
Finishing
nice.
off here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Alright, did the thing. Getting dark. We should probably leave.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow.
Success!
It's getting dark and cold.
And
Time
rest.
to head back to the plough and furrow.
Back we go. Let's just go back. This way. Village Square. Success. Again, the glowiness is pretty. So pretty. Alright, is there anything else we need to do? And cool. I'm not gonna be nice to this pixelated weird over man with an ugly voice. Wait, to me or to Lord Panswick? Because Lord Panswick, that's very fair. He's a little bit too intense for me.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Evening.
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh, there he is.
Lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To
Why are you
what do we
here?
owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
Panswick, fair enough.
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather
He doesn't let up, does he?
curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very
Oh, he's
exciting.
cult leader
My dear,
intensity.
Please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
I don't trust him. Screw it, why not?
Why not?
Splendid.
I guess we rebuked
You
him
heard the
once,
fair
but it's
lady.
we're in a public room now. We're not alone with him. That does help. Hey, shoulders there.
There you are.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hooray!
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear.
Yeah,
Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
interesting.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires. I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves.
Speaking
Mr.
French
Shoulder.
does not make you attractive. Are we?
Your lordship?
Your lordship? They don't seem to like each other. Yeah, Panswick is a little bit too intense. And he's very cult vibes. Oh, he's so very cult vibes. No like. Oh, fun fact, I started reading a Shane X. Elliott fanfic comic today, and it's actually pretty good. I like it. Nice! Good find, Yuri. Poison Pancakes Pudding 2025. It speaks French. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah. Yeah. So, Panswick is a little bit too intense. And the more he chases us, the less I trust him. Which, ladies, I believe many of you will have faced some similar things, and I do feel sorry for that, because that's really sucky. Ugh. He's kind of creepy, honestly. So, we're going to talk to this guy.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bear.
Hello. I need to find more Stardew comics. Yeah. They're really cool.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Success.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
2 hours
Wonderful.
time.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the plough and furrow.
Will you actually? Will you actually meet us here this time? That you have a history of not doing specifically that one thing. I wonder if Elliot X Harvey comic exists. I'm sure they would, right? Stardew is like a game of such size and popularity that there must be a lot of like every ship must exist somewhere. I'm a lesbian with a past of male stalkers. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm so sorry you went through that. Because the Panswick, I don't know, you have much more experience with this than Telly. Panswick is giving me those kind of vibes. He's giving me stalkerish vibes. Well, a mixture of stalkerish and just generally doesn't take no for an answer. Which, yeah, he's a problem, and I don't like him. And I suspect he might be the villain of the piece. Oh, probably one of many villains. I also think maybe half the town is somewhat involved in his villainy. Specifically things like tying up the dude in the flowers. Which I'm guessing is so that he couldn't take away the milkmaid? No, whatever the maid, whatever her name was. Miss Tillett, maybe? I forgot her name. The one who was sweeping before. I suspect because they were going to run off together, he was tied up. So she would stay.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman.
Everyone died.
You yourself said it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
A period of
What
hysteria.
was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
It was mad.
I kept to myself. Didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other
Mind
goals
your
I
head.
should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
Aww.
Thank you for your time.
That's a good line, actually.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men. That's a good line. I like that line. So, we need to talk to a few people before we go to bed. Shoulder, Stanley, and then Arthur. Okay, so Stanley is next. Stanley Kemp.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewley.
Dun dun
I thought
dun.
you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Yeah.
Well, what can I get you?
Because the Lord said it, he's following suit. Saxnot.
Does the name Saxnot
It's a
mean
goblin's
anything
name.
to you?
No, I can't say it does.
It definitely does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
We're gonna get real creepy here. Who
Hello
are
there.
you?
Yes.
Hello.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Jim.
Ted Cross.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Seems like a nice guy. One of the things I truly despise in fandom is how easily weird male characters are forgiven, either because they're attractive or have relatable characteristics. Yeah, I think the fact that they are fictitious and like there is no physical danger helps a lot with that. Chat disconnected. Whoa, I am disconnected. Dun dun dun. Are we back? I worry. I don't know that we are back. I'm not dropping any frames. So why are we disconnected? You can probably hear me, but I can't see any of you. Why are we disconnected? Why are we disconnected? This is concerning. Why can I not see the chat? Ah, we're back. Hello, Murpra. Welcome back. You joined at exactly the moment that we disconnected for a moment. How are you going, Murpra? Welcome. Attractive being highly subjective. It is, absolutely. What's up, Murpra? Yeah. Yeah, sorry we broke up for a bit there. I don't think you guys lost me, but I had the chat run away from me. It was very concerning. But yeah, how are you going, Murpra? How are things? How is life? We are getting increasingly creepy in this game, so bear that in mind. Tomorrow we're going to have the dig, and things are probably going to get a little bit brutal in some ways, I suspect, is what I expect.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no.
Nope.
I'm just passing through.
Just
I'm
hanging
a
out.
musician. Just
Ooh.
myself, me guitar and me horse.
Oh, nice.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
Ooh, what's the
What's it
song?
about?
You'll have to come listen.
No.
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an
That's
unusual
a
name
good
for
name
a
for a
horse.
horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats.
She's a
But
horse.
it feels wrong to change it.
Yeah. Thistlecrack is a good name. Well, I got into the robotic club. Congratulations, Monobro. That's awesome. You're in the robotics club. Hell yes. Well done. Congratulations. Do. Yeah, do you have ideas on the first projects? Do you know what's going to be made? Are you going to create androids and all kinds of cool things?
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see.
Ah. And Hobbs Barrow.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind.
It's a barrow owned
Thank
by
you for your
Hobbs.
time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
We'll do what we
I'll
can.
try.
So these two are usually fighting.
I'll leave those two to their conversation.
I'm always suspicious of fans of those morally grey, sometimes that grey is pitch black, but male characters fans. Yeah, because essentially they are abusive characters, generally. See, I do believe you can like a character and not support all their actions. Absolutely, yeah. Like, a terrible person who does a good thing. It's like, cool, yes, you did a cool thing, you're awesome, but also I don't want to sit next to you. But you're doing a cool thing and I respect that. That I get, that's totally fair. But also, like, yeah. There is a certain level of, what's the word? When you have enough representation of a thing that it normalizing it. Yeah, like representation normalizes the thing that is being represented, which in many cases is good, like queer representation and such. But when you normalize like abusive characters, that also normalizes abusive tendencies in some ways, depending on how it's shown. If they're shown to be the good guy and that it's okay to do that, then it can normalize it. You can also just show that and have it be bad. There's nothing wrong with showing that, I think. But I've seen enough from fandom to know that this not supporting can be a bit of a lie. Like, I'm sorry, ignoring certain actions is still supporting in a way. Desensitization, yes, that's another way. It's a mixture of normalization and desensitization, so that when they see it in real life, they go, oh yeah, that's normal, right? That's just how things are meant to be. That's how it happens in all of the media that I consume. Whereas, no, that's very bad. Basically, don't be mean to people. In general. Yeah. I am currently writing... I'm writing a story with a villain that is such an asshole. He's such an asshole, but... like, he's the villain. So he's absolutely... every single line of his is, like, annoying me. In a way that a villain is meant to. Which means it's working, but also, like, he's such an asshole.
Hello
Cyril.
again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Still
Leave
here.
me be, lass.
Have a good drink, Cyril. Hope you have a good night. How many times did I see fandom latch onto the worst man and cutify him? Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Call him a male wife and whatnot. Oh, yeah. That does happen sometimes. Yeah.
Seen her.
Oh, he's so drunk.
Arthur.
I've remembered something.
I've
What is it, Arthur?
What have you remembered?
Here,
Oh, no.
me outside, in the alley.
Oh, no. Alley's the other way.
stinking drunk.
He is.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Male wife as a concept just pisses me off. What is male wife as a concept? Like, because wife, in my understanding, is just husband-wife. It's just the female part of that. It doesn't really have any connotations beyond is that person. What does male wife mean? Because that also puts more connotations on the word wife, right? Than would have otherwise.
I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
But there's a door there to the alleyway. Okay, we're gonna go out to the alleyway. Let's go talk to Arthur in the alleyway. Pretty glowing in the rain. Again, the UK does not rain this much.
What is it?
Hey, he's actually here.
First of all, I must apologise to you.
Oh, what's he
That
done?
night we met, when I vanished.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man.
Death himself.
With a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
What did you see?
Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomas.
Oh
No,
no.
you're not, Arthur.
No, he's trying.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what he were on about.
What did you see?
Oh?
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited, I concentrated, and it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Days before I met you.
What? Okay. He's in the forest. See, this guy, he is trying. He's absolutely an alcoholic. He's a problem. But
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not
Oh.
as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do
Oh.
not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
he is
And it can't come
capitalized.
soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
She
Yep.
gets here in 2 days.
Aye.
You
Yep.
must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would
Yeah.
laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Behold the
You
cult.
said we would ask.
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something?
So, we're gonna be sacrificed
Ah,
by
a
him.
moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off
Yeah.
you go. Skedaddle.
Run away.
Don't make me ask twice. I do
Oh,
wish
it
you
worked.
didn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. Sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a
He
nice
is.
man.
He's trying.
Come now,
He's an
come
alcoholic,
now.
but he is trying.
I shall bid thee adieu once more, but I do not wish for this to come between us.
Why are you here?
All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
So, if we go to the excavation, we're gonna be sacrificed. I was looking for some Elliot X Harvey comics, but I don't think there are any. Oh no! Oh well, not even on like DeviantArt or something? There must be, surely. Because they're also the two educated people, or most educated people in the town, like or at least stereotypically educated people, like the doctor and the like romantic playwright. Are sort of like pillars of academia. I guess there's also like the librarian, whatever his name is, I've forgotten. But yeah, like I feel like those two should have some comics together. How many times did I see fandoms use femme-aligned nouns and whatnot on male characters, but not care even in 1% as much about any female character in the same piece of media? Yeah, very fair. This ship is not that popular. Oh, shame. I feel like that should have been an obvious one. Huh. Anyway, yeah, so, we are going to be sacrificed. in a not fun way. Though they do say we need to give it willingly. Oh, hey! Again, we got the music off, so we can't actually see. Aww. I love that the UK pubs, like, do this. They will just start playing music. Like, sometimes you have live music in the corner, but sometimes you just have people that will turn up with their instruments and play and, like, hang out, and it's really cool, and I like it. There's a pub I used to go to in Edinburgh. Sometimes. If anyone's in Edinburgh, go to the Cannonball, I believe it's called. The Cannon Gate, sorry. On the Royal Mile. And most nights, people just turn up with instruments and they play. And then we ask the staff, like, oh, what time do they start? And they go, oh, we don't know. They kind of just turn up. We don't ask them to do this. We can't stop them, basically. So we do it. Also, evil things are happening. Evil things are happening since we cannot hear the music. Because we can't hear the music, I feel like maybe he's singing about things that we don't know. The fandom male bias is male bias is so, yeah. Oh yeah, did I ever tell you about the annual AO3 stats? You know what AO3 is, yeah? I do know what AO3 is, yes. I have not posted on it, but I have some friends that do. I don't know what the annual AO3 stats are, though. Do tell. Cyril is passed out on the right. Oh, no, you can't see that. Cyril is passed out over there. I'll stay down here for the moment. So do we how long does this go for? I'm unsure. Darkness, death, pain, curses coming into the room. I am glad he's singing. That's kind of cool. He's very close to that fire, though. He should be, like, I don't know, 2 feet to screen right. Because there is fire right behind him, and would absolutely be burning him up. It's kind of hot there. It's very warm. So every year there are posted this year's top written ships, and an update to the top 100 most written of all time is made. This stats project was made specifically to showcase fandom, racial, and gender bias. Oh, really? That's really cool. I mean, not cool they have the bias, but really cool that it's shown. Okay. What is the biggest ship in all of AO3? I am terrified to ask now. Hold on, let's move me back. No, let's just move me over here, actually. No, let's move me over here. Let's move me there. I don't want to take up too much space, because there's things happening in every corner of the square. I believe we're still in a cutscene. Are we still in a cutscene? Yes, we are. Okay. The world has turned purple. Yes, Cthulhu-Do from the sun. Most of the ships on the top 100 of all time are men, white, or East Asian, anime or similar. That makes a lot of sense, actually. The biggest ship is Destiel. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Supernatural, even today, has such power in the fandom worlds. Okay, here's a question. Is a Spurk in the top 100? I imagine not. Oh, slow walking. Oh. Okay, I think we're about to walk to our doom. Hello, Doom! Hello, friend?
So, Thomasina.
Hello.
The journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
He has the same voice as our father, I think.
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again.
Break the curse.
We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo.
Ooh.
As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years?
Yeah.
You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
Release me.
How do I...
Blood. The true symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time
Okay.
is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
Save your father. Incantamentum, the third day. Okay, so, I bet are we cutscening? Are we cutscening?
I must undo what has been done.
Dun dun
Father,
dun.
I'm coming.
Now she believes in magic. Hell yeah. So, I bet the townsfolk, at least the sect run by Lord Panswick, are trying to release the goblin, thinking it's going to, like, bring them riches, it's going to bring Leonard Shoulder health, it's going to do all these good things. Those are the people who bound him, though. They got in our father to do the binding, and thus caused him this plight. I bet once he's released, he's going to have some not very kind things to say to them. I don't think it's going to go as well for the town as they think it will. It's 48, so Spurk is 48. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's held on. See, now the most written female of all time is 37th. Jegulus is 34th. I don't know who Jegulus is, sorry. The most female with plenty of canon interactions is under nothing of a pairing. Jegulus only entered the top of all time last year. Whenever the annuals are published, people obviously point out the disgusting racial and gender bias exhibited in the top 100, so that people will reply, well, male bonds are just more interestingly written. Jegulus is 34th! What? Oh wait, Jegulus is Regulus Black and James Bond? No. What? What? Oh, what Bond? Sorry, I thought you meant like James Bond. Male Bond. I suspect that part of that distortion towards male cishet white, not cishet. That specifically, there's male. But that curve towards white men is partially to do with fiction in general being catered much more to cishet white men. James Potter and Regulus Black. Really? That's not a pairing I expected. Honestly? Huh. Jegulus being here at all destroys half the effing argument people use. Yeah, I that's such a distant pairing. I thought, Sirius and Potter, or no, Sirius and what's his name? Werewolf. Gah. Wow, no, no, that's gonna hurt me. Why can't I not remember? Lupin! Sirius and Lupin. That was actually painful to forget that name. Yeah, how is Potter Regulus Black 34th of all time? But yeah, I suspect that the entire skewing... Wolfstar, there you go. Okay, there we go. Wolfstar is that. It actually has a name that is Wolfstar. But yeah, that skew I would assume is largely because so much of fiction is designed to have more white men in it, which then means more pairings as a result. I won't complain about Wolfstar. They at least interact. That makes sense, yeah. Now, Jegulus being here is ridiculous. It actually is. Yeah. I understand there being that pairing at all, kind of, almost, but for it to be one of the biggest is... concerning. See, yes, but you see! Yeah. My favorite recent example, dun dun dun! Anything we need to be interacting with here? Nothing major. Herbert's here? Has canonically queer women.
How did you get in here?
Good question. He sneaks in. Oh, creepy kitty! No, creepy kitty. Okay, I just got an achievement that said something's a little queer with this
It
cat.
doesn't matter anymore.
And you know what?
I've got much
Yeah.
more important things to get on with.
No. What did fandom gravitate to? Two white men. Yeah, so my favorite recent example has canonically queer women and women of color. Which example are you talking about? Because I'm guessing that's not Potter or old Trek. Maybe recent Trek? But, okay, yes, which example are you speaking of that has the queer women of color? Do tell. Tell us of the good stories. Out we go. Hey, Stanley.
Good morning.
Oh, the pit, yes.
Stanley?
Oh, sorry.
Ah, Miss Bateman.
He
Mr.
can
Shoulder
hear.
left a note for you.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, he was here.
Thank you, Stanley.
The Pit, it's a show. Yes, it's a show based on the a hospital ward, right? YouTube, stop silencing me! Oh, what message has been missed? No. So I have, what did fandom gravitate to? Two white men. The Pit, it's a show. YouTube, stop silencing me. If anything, any message has been missed in that, do let me know. But yeah, I've not seen The Pit. I've heard good things. I've heard it's very intense though. It's like a full shift and like, what, 16 episodes of a 16-hour shift? And then every episode is 1 hour of that, kind of like 24 style. The initial title drop. No! Why would that block that? What is wrong with The Pit? What? Why is YouTube doing this? Hold up. All right, let's just, I'm going to check on something here. Inside of the YouTube settings. Is there like intense moderation going on? Moderation is set to basic, which, yeah, it's at the lowest option that is something, because basically, like, it's the option that's going to block the N-word, is basically, and then things of that like. I can't imagine what could cause it to block anything you sent. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it's a hospital show. Yeah. I've heard very good things about it. Miss Bateman, meet me at my home as soon as you read this. There is no time to waste. Leonard. I don't know why I do it in that accent. I just kind of like that accent. I'm really bad at it, though. I do apologize. So we're going to be sacrificed. We're totally going to be sacrificed.
Oh, there were a key with it too.
Ooh, we get to get into his house. You are not being queer-baited because you imagined something between two men, especially since the show has canonically queer women. Yeah, is it queer-baiting if there are other actually queer characters in there? That doesn't sound like queer-baiting. That sounds like maybe the characters you want to be queer are not, but then others are. But maybe I don't know the definition of queer-baiting as well as I thought I did. That's entirely possible. And nope, wrong way. Where is the rest of the thing? Oh. No, that's not it. Okay, so we're gonna go. Yes, we're gonna go to Mr. Shoulder's house. It's not queer-baiting. These two guys don't even have anything going on. Not even in a queer-baity sense. It's all just imagination. No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so the fandom just sort of made it up. Oh, hello.
Miss Bateman, I beg you, in the name of God,
what are you doing?
Leave this town.
Father Roach,
what is
the meaning of this?
There's nought for you here, lass. Clear off.
Interesting.
Miss Bateman.
Father Roche, Mr. Farnaby.
Interesting.
Here to wish Miss Bateman good luck for her excavation, gentlemen.
Am I heck?
Mr. Kemp, you know.
Maybe
Excavation,
these two are good.
Supported by Lord Panswick, no less.
And they're gonna back off, aren't they?
I wish you well.
Yeah.
Miss Bateman. May the Lord strengthen you and guard you from the evil.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Little children, guard yourselves from idols.
I kind of love Cyril. He's just great.
Good luck, Miss Bateman.
Thank you.
So, that carries some subtext. I'm going to move myself back up here. So, I wonder if those two were actually trying to save me. They weren't trying to save the town of, like, evils that I was going to do. They know that I'm about to be sacrificed. And they were trying to get out of it, except then Panswick's guard dog came in and said, hey, no, if you stop this, Panswick is going to deal with you two. And they were pushed away by that fact. They were scared off by Panswick. Interesting. Sorry, as I said, I had come back from my defeats in battle, so I was having a snack and getting tucked up. Oh, it's all good, Jay. Yes, having food and getting tucked up. I hope you are comfy. Very nice. Folk will show you a gif of them walking next to each other, like I'm supposed to see chemistry between this old man and his raisin of a boy. Oh, okay. Hi, Jay, I'm on a tangent. Please excuse my behavior. Losing chess to a dog. There's no chess. There's no dog. You made up the entire game. When you say queer baiting between characters, is this like an ancient dude and a child? Essentially? Because that's what it's sounding, and that's sounding very bad. And so we need to go to what's her name? Go to Shoulder's place. But we can't get there. We don't have a map. Yes, how do I get to his cottage without teleportation? I've forgotten the way. Let's go that way. They're both adults, but there is a visible age gap. Okay, I mean, you can have a visible age gap as long as, like, it's consensual. And the age is not too creepy, I guess. Is it that way? No, it's this way. Off we go towards it. Hey, little dude! You gonna fight the lantern worm? How's it going?
Douglas?
Douglas? Oh. Okay, so everyone knows we're about to be sacrificed. Let's take that little sword.
It's no use to me.
No, it is. Take the sword.
Toy. It's no use to me.
You're going into battle.
It's just a toy. It's no use to me. Douglas dropped his toy sword.
Okay. Can we sit down on the bench? Just contemplating our fate. I got an achievement. Here's to Margaret Tillett. Aw, cute. Okay, so we are off to be sacrificed in the creepy ways. I feel like is this not the way? I thought this was the way. How do I get to... Oh, there we go. That's fine.
What a peculiar name. The Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
It's very specific, though. Interesting. Here we are. Small box. Ooh, what's the box?
What's this?
Ooh. Is everything okay?
A box. It's locked.
Does it take a key, perhaps?
Mr. Shoulder, I got your note.
Go away, I'm sleeping.
Explain yourself.
Nope.
Curses.
He's never where you need him. Anyway, let's, I'm guessing key goes to box. There are modern cases of queerbaiting. The pit just having two guys exist and y'all making up something in y'all's head is not it. Yeah, that's fair. Small key and yeah. What's inside the box?
Key fits.
What's in the box? Hey, another one.
One of these peculiar stones.
Ooh. Interesting. ABPA.
Wait, does this mean Mr. Shoulder was the third man on my father's excavation?
Yep.
There's a note underneath.
My heart is his heart. My light is his light. We're getting into cultiness, doo-da, doo-da. Getting into cultiness, all the doo-da-dee. Yeah, so, can I cannot map. Can I rooster?
Where did the hens go?
Where did the hens go?
A fearsome-looking beast.
I bet the hens have been sacrificed.
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
But you could, though. Imagine if you could. It's totally a thing that can be done. As of AO3 annual stats. Oh yeah, what's the most recent one? And what is the next thing we do here? Use a small key with a stone. Make your way to the Barrow via Mr. Bryden's farm. Okay, so we go back to the graveyard. It's interesting that they have removed our map function, so we have to walk and go the long way and hit all the things in between. That's a really interesting game mechanic that they changed. In total, there are 73 male-male pairings, 10 female-male, 5 female-female, 10 gen, and 2 other. I don't know what gen means in this case. Or what other means, I guess, non-binary inclusive. In total, there are 128 white characters, 59 Asian characters, 6 Latino characters, 2 Middle Eastern or North African characters, 1 black character, and 1 indigenous character, along with 6 characters of ambiguous race, quoted from the stats update. Cool! So yeah, my inclination hearing that is not necessarily that's what the fandom has taken, that's what the fandom was given. Like, that's probably the rough ratios of what is written at the moment, which is itself a problem. Like, that would not surprise me if that's just how fiction was skewed in the current times. At least within the markets that get fan fiction, because not all markets do. Gen means general, familial, friends. Ah, okay, yeah. No. Do tell. This way. And a little bit more. Keep going. There we go. Oh, the birdie's dead. Oh,
it's dead.
It's multiple fandoms. Yeah, no. But when I say that's what fandom was received, like that would not surprise me if that's how the demographics were skewed of like all fiction that was written in the realms that receive fandom. Like, fiction is very white male centric in general. Have very prominent characters of said underrepresented stats. Oh, sorry. It's multiple fandoms, and multiple of those fandoms have very prominent characters of said underrepresented stats. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. In which case, that's actually... No, that aspect is very good then. It's just bad that fandom hasn't taken it over. And see, maybe I could go with this argument. Yeah?
The poor thing is beyond help.
Yeah, so the crows unfortunately passed away.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
No. Been given to the fair folk. That seems like a sacrifice to me. Somebody has unfortunately killed the crow, which I'm very sad. No, don't do that to crows. Crows are nice. They're kind. They're friends. One of the few birds that actually have fun. Let the birds have fun. Let them live. Let them thrive. Let's knock on the door. Can I knock on the door?
Hello?
No.
Is anyone home?
No, I'm staying here. Not here. Go away.
He's not answering.
Yeah. Probably hiding behind the curtain right there. Maybe I could go with this argument, if not the fact that the men with bare minimum characterization will get fleshed out by fandom. Now, bare minimum women will just be thrown to the side as poorly written. Fandoms won't bother fleshing them out as they do with men. Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah, I understand your pain in that. That is unfortunate. The goat is gone too. The goat is going to be sacrificed. All of these animals, like the hens, the goat, they're all going to be sacrifices. Okay, trigger warning. Everything we're about to see. Absolutely trigger warning. Because I suspect a whole bunch of stuff is about to go down. Maybe it's going to be fine. But maybe it won't. So, what can we... Is there a thing to see? Nothing to click on. Nope, nothing to click on. Cool. Okay, so... Yeah. Oh, hope this isn't too brutal. I hope that it's not. Cross the fields. That looks kind of cool, though. Dun 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 dun. Now this says AR. I believe one of the stones says AB on it, not AR. So it might be related, might not be. We can only take the canon didn't do good enough of a job for XYZ group so far. Yeah, there's only so many excuses you can take, unfortunately.
Good morning, men.
Good morning, men. How go
Thank you
ye?
for braving the weather.
Aye, miss. Little rain is no bother.
It's fine.
So, may we start?
Absolutely.
Yes, we've not a moment to waste.
Let's do the thing. So, when you're doing archaeology,
So,
you have to be very
The
careful.
excavation of Hobbs Barrow began.
Dun dun dun! Yeah, you have to be very careful when excavating a site like this, because you have to figure out first where the entrance is, because things have caved over and like grown over, and there's grass and mud and rock and everything. So first you figure out where the entrance is, and then you very carefully remove the layers, because the whole thing might collapse if you do the wrong thing. And then also whatever you remove might contain really useful information. So you also have to you don't just put it in a pile, you have to put it in a place that can be sifted through in case you find coins and pottery and really important artifacts in every single scoop. It's a whole very meticulous job. So, again, trigger warning.
Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work with care.
Okay, that's good.
We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by Father, Mr. Bryden, and Mr. Shoulder.
Because they sealed the whole thing up. Every now and then I get SNW discussion on my main page. I don't know what supernatural world? Maybe? And I get people complaining. Yeah, I don't actually know what SNW stands for, sorry.
They had gone to great lengths to seal the barrow.
They have. And while I do agree with a lot of the complaining, yeah,
I should have realised their efforts were not only to keep us out, but also to keep something contained within.
Ooh, dun dun dun. Then it mostly focuses on Spock. Oh, wait, Star Trek New Worlds. Aha, there we go. That makes sense, yeah.
Eventually, our careful application of pick, trowel and shovel gave way to open space.
Ooh, okay, so it is open underneath.
A stagnant, cadaverous odour was let forth.
Okay, that could mean bodies, or that could mean just musty cave smells, which can be not the worst. It's dusty. Although the issue affects both him and the women they put him with. Dun dun dun, yeah. Ooh, that's cool. That's a really good gateway, a really good transition idea. Ooh, hello, Alice, you down there? Oh no, people.
The seal was broken. I
And
couldn't believe my eyes.
what was it? What was it? You gonna keep us hanging like? Nope, you're gonna keep us hanging like that. Okay.
Splendid work, all of you.
Can we go in?
Step inside, miss. We'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Horace.
That's.
Can't wait a moment longer.
Oh, that seems like we're taken like a lamb to slaughter. Oh no, we are so gonna die. You didn't have to crawl in. There's a very tall door there.
Flowers? I can't get my head around this. How could they possibly grow here?
Okay, that's not the worst thing.
Come see this.
And they don't follow.
Horace?
They're gonna seal us inside, aren't they? Yeah, we're definitely gonna die. I rarely see anyone point. I rarely ever see anyone bother to point out how the writing decisions affect the women. It's usually just Spock, 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 Spock. Yes, I agree Spock is being done dirty, but so are the women! Yeah. I guess because the female characters, I'm guessing, are more recently added. Because the only woman in the original one was Uhura, if I'm off the top of my head. Not including side characters for like 1 or 2 episodes at a time. So the fact we're talking multiple women means they probably added 4 new worlds, and they don't have the same fandom already attached. That's my guess, anyway. Can we leave? Oh, they're all gone. Chaps!
I've been abandoned.
Yep, you're gone. Huh. Back we go. Well, no, 2 out of 3 characters are from the original series. Really? Okay, wait, so Uhura and who's the other one? I have not seen the original series beyond like clips though, so I don't know it very well. Like the woman they throw at Spock. 2 out of 3 from the original series. Dun dun dun! Broken pottery. Ooh.
Fairly standard Bronze Age pottery.
Cool.
Smashed to high heaven, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it does happen. Time.
Not worth making a note of.
It might be. I mean, you've got... Maybe just note down that there is a piece of pottery there and one here.
A burial urn, perhaps, though there's no sign of ashes. An unremarkable find.
Ooh. I don't think it's that unremarkable. You've got 2 things there. The position can be very important. These are the kind of things you need to write down when you're doing archaeology. Like the fact that you think it's unremarkable could be remarkable later when you realize position, could be a shrine, could be like layout. Maybe there's 2 more over here leading in to the surprising flowers, which I admit is sort of the centerpiece here, that the elephant in the room, shall we say. But yeah, like, that's not unremarkable. It's actually quite important. Uhura, thankfully, has not yet been affected, but Chapel and T'Pring... Oh, girlies, I'm so sorry. Let's have a look at the flowers. Ooh. What are you doing?
Try as I might, these flowers are steadfastly rooted.
Interesting. They're trapped. Okay, so what do we do here? Walk through. And then, aha, we use the trowel. For we have a trowel.
Let's see if I can cut them away.
I feel like that's more of a digging situation with a trowel than a cutting, but semantics. Diggy, diggy, dig, hole. Ooh.
Something has been boarded up here.
The rest of the barrow. So ordinarily, my understanding of barrows, it would usually just be this, like a single cavern, essentially a house built with stone, covered over with soil, and then the grass has sort of grown over it and made it part of the land. But this is the burial chamber. I don't believe it's so common, I might be wrong, but I don't think it's common to have a trapdoor going into a rabbit warren underneath. But it's kind of cool when that does happen. Thanks to Star Trek New Worlds, Chappelle, as how he's shown in the original series, becomes an ex that can't move on. Bloody hell! Now T'Pring, originally such a great, strong, intelligent woman that managed to twist herself out of her own shackles. Oh, good for her. And probably going to be changed now. But I guess the writers didn't understand the single episode she's in, where she has like 10 lines and decided to throw all that away. Oh, that's unfortunate.
The boards are held down by 2 large rocks.
Okay, so we move them. With magic. If you touch them, they slide away. Behold the slide. Magic slide. Telepathy. Mwahaha. Boards.
Iron stakes have been driven through the boards, holding them firmly in place. I feel uneasy about what might lie beneath, but what choice do I have?
So iron, cold iron, is often said to be a poison to the Fae. It's sort of part of the idea of the old world versus the new. Iron's meant to burn them, I believe, and or block them, depending on your belief system, mythology, etc., etc. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Fae and magical things cannot touch cold iron, which means this. So this isn't just holding the boards down, it's also forming a barrier that is stopping anything inside getting out. That might also be what's poisoning Saxnot, the goblin. The T'Pring example especially annoys me, because I guess you may not want to rewatch a bunch of episodes for Chappelle, or whatever, but for T'Pring you need a single episode. Less than, she's prominent in the second half. Can you really not sit down for half an hour to remember who this character actually is? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Iron stakes at each end are keeping the boards in place.
Okay, so we need to okay, we need to use the trowel on the boards.
Can't remove the stakes with my bare hands. I'll need to pry them out with something.
Such as a trowel? Maybe a trowel. When I tell you I was seeing red from what they've done to this woman in the first episode of Star Trek New Worlds alone, oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry you went through that. And we break open the boards. Okay.
Passage.
Not passage!
Father, I'm coming.
Dun dun dun. Also, the flowers were growing without much dirt to grow into. Ooh. Pretty glowy effect! My friends could not escape me ranting. I was furious. Incredibly fair. They did your girl dirty. Sorry to hear that. Ooh. Ah! No, the light! Oh, it's bad.
Curses. Am I out of paraffin?
Maybe? No,
Thank
back.
goodness.
I suspect something has changed. But obviously the discussion focuses on Spock, because of course it does. Yeah. Nope, keep going. This is kind of cool. I like this. Ooh. Down we go. Ooh, stairway! Actual stairs. Very well carved stairs. We're definitely going into dangerous places. This can only end well. Big rock. Oh, exit. Oh, darkness, shadows, despair.
My lantern went out. For good this time.
Okay.
I had no choice but to venture forth into the darkness.
You can turn around. You've not gone that far. You can go get more paraffin. This is entirely optional. Going further without any ability to ever see anything ever again is not the best of plans. Just a thought. Okay?
With each step, the passage narrowed in every conceivable way, until I was on hand and knee, crawling through thick clumps of vegetation.
Okay, so for first of all, that means plants are growing down there without light. That's actually quite impressive. Second of all, you can't see anything. Go get a lantern! Don't do this! This is a bad plan!
The odour of that dank soil was somehow unnatural.
Okay.
I crawled for an age, until I emerged in a cavern that seemed lit by the very earth itself.
Because it obviously wasn't lit by your lantern. It should have been. You're fairly near the entrance. Okay, so we have unholy light coming from nowhere. Cool. A door.
What is this place?
It's a door. It's a still door, a locked door, stone door.
It's as solid as it looks.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. We can't go that way, so what can we interact with? A panel.
This stone panel feels firmly affixed.
Why is that different from any of the other stone panels? I still hold my belief that there isn't a single reason that would justify hating Kate Pulaski for doing something while not hating other characters that have done the same or worse. That is also very fair. You hate Kate Pulaski? Okay. Hope you also hate Leonard Bones McCoy. I think a lot of people do hate him, don't they?
This stone panel seems somewhat loose.
Can we take it away? Maybe we use the magic trowel.
The blade of the trowel is too thick to wedge between the stonework.
Okay. So in the walkthrough, what do we do next? A chisel. Okay. We have a chisel. We have a knife. We have a chisel. Now, just gonna say, chisels are usually thicker than trowels because they have to like have force behind them. They have a sharper point, but like it's still a thicker thing.
Perhaps I can chip away at the edge of the stonework here.
Not that many, trust me. He's fairly beloved. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, the chisel broke, but what have we here?
I worry that the chisel breaks on stone. It should be fairly tempered steel. Ooh!
3 niches have been carved into the stone.
I wonder what they could be. Journal stone, Bryden stone. So let's do these in order. And you. And you. And I'm going to guess, if we look at the journal, We should see that there is... Nope, that's not it. Okay, so IAWCAZABPA. Interesting. And cough cough, Rika is also insensitive about a bunch of stuff. If you dislike Pulaski for her ignorance, you should also hate Rika for his insensitivity, cough cough. Yeah, Rika has some problems, I will admit. Let's have a look at this. Rho theta epsilon g. Okay. All eyes face towards the 7th Archontic. I'm guessing everything needs to face the other way. When the sun and moons meet, the Guardian shall be defeated. Okay, so I'm gonna guess. Oh, wait. I will pour out my spirit for the, okay, so that's not actually helping. So what if I switch those two around? And then you go there. No. Okay, let's have a look at the walkthrough. Damn, I must have gotten a sore throat. Incredibly valid. Okay, so that's the order. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. I should have figured that out. It's the stone with the 1-star marking, and then the stone with the 2-star marking, and then the stone with the 3-star marking. Unlock! Oh, and then that falls down, and then we have a panel here. Ooh! Incredible. Okay. So, for that, we definitely go to the journal. And... Rho theta epsilon g. Actually, wait. Does it say what rho looks like? It does. Is a P. Do we have a P? We have a P. And then theta. Wait. Epsilon g. I'm gonna go for TEX, which we don't have a T or even an epsilon or an X. Okay, so I'm not actually this. Let us check the walkthrough again. Okay, wow. This is gonna... Okay. Press the following buttons in this order. I, A, W, A, B, P, A...
A clicking sound, but nothing happened.
Okay. C, A, Z. I think I might have missed one. Let's try that again. I, A, W, A, B, P, A...
A clicking sound, but nothing happened.
What am I missing? C, A, Z. Interesting. That's meant to open the door.
I'm afraid I can't shift it, even a hair's breadth.
Interesting. What am I missing? That's what the walkthrough says to do. If we've done that, examine the ones, find a set of buttons. Press the following buttons in this order, which I did. What am I missing? What am I missing? Or maybe I have to do it fast enough. Hold up. Let's try that. Let's move this over here so I can see. Okay, so I, A, W, A, B, P, It was speed. That's really mean. Ooh, darkness and purple and death.
The light.
It draws me in. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's purple. It's so very purple. We're Indiana Jonesing this. We're gonna die. This is so Indiana Jones. I love it.
Curses.
Literally. Yes.
Goodness me.
Yes, it is.
There's nothing Bronze Age about this.
No, this is quite Greco-Roman, I'd say.
Roman?
Yep.
Ancient Greek?
Hey, I was correct!
No, this is something else.
It is. I'm also very cautious with, yes. So. Any discussion about Julian, Miles, and Keiko? I don't know those characters, unfortunately, sorry. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to figure this out on my own, so we're just going to use the walkthrough. So use the trowel on the pot on the left to smash it open. We're going to take that trowel. Actually, wait, let's have a look at the things first. Oh, we have so many things.
The figure is presenting what looks like a sheaf of wheat.
Ooh, okay. They're from Deep Space Nine. Yeah, they're from Deep Space Nine. Cool. Okay. I've not seen that in a very long time. I need to watch Star Trek. I've seen a few episodes of Deep Space Nine, but I'm really bad at names. Sorry. Door. Yep, that.
Curses.
Several. Arm.
No movement there.
This is having just arms in the walls. The door has arms. The door is a person. Oh no. We have to box the door. Box. Speaking of. Oh no.
Try as I might, it will not open. There's a small hole in the front of the box.
Probably a
lock,
keyhole.
perhaps.
Yes, indeed. Can I use... That's a room key. No, I don't have any actual keys. Nope. Because so often I feel like y'all's game of them all dating is just putting Julian and Miles together with Keiko playing a lamp in the corner. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is it a rope?
The soil feels as hard as
Soil?
rock, despite this damp environment.
Okay, so now we shall use walkthrough. Use the trowel on the pot on the left to smash it open, revealing a crank. Okay. And the pot...
I'm not sure what that would achieve. Some situations do call for brute force.
That's what it achieves. Smashy smash!
There's something here, made of wood.
And it's still around? After thousands of years?
It looks like a crank handle.
That's not really usually made of wood. That's usually made of steel. Or bronze, I guess, depending on your time period. It shouldn't be made of wood. That would break. What is that? Ooh, we got a pot. Nice! Like, you do know you have the option of just not addressing her at all. This pretend of her also being there is just tiring. Yeah, that's fair. It's annoying when they do that. Ooh, okay, we use the crank, which shouldn't be made of wood, but is, on this thing. I say we use a crank on this thing, for it is apparently a music box, I guess. Maybe, possibly, who knows?
It fits in the hole.
It does!
Let's see if I can turn it.
Do it. Is music? Is light?
My
Is purple
word.
light? Your word?
The box is full of seeds.
Ooh.
They glow in a most unnatural manner.
They're radioactive seeds.
Yet I feel compelled to take some.
That's not a good thing. Don't touch the radioactive seeds. Actually, fun thing. A bunch of the food that we eat is actually radioactive. Or at least it has been had its DNA changed by radioactivity. Especially, I believe, peppermint. If you eat peppermint now, there's an experiment where I might have talked about this on stream before. Doesn't matter. Where they put a radioactive isotope in the center and then they surrounded it with various kinds of crops to see what it would do to it. And then all of the plants in the center died, all the ones on the outskirts nothing happened with, but the ones in the middle zone changed being radioactive. Yeah, I love being radioactive. Yeah! So it changed them genetically. And peppermint, I believe peppermint, had a blight about this time that wiped out all the peppermint crops, except the ones in this radioactive experiment were immune to the blight, or the plague, or whatever disease took them all out. Meaning the only peppermint that survived from that moment on was those descended from this experiment. Thus, all of the peppermint in the world exists because of radiation, which is kind of cool. But I think it maybe used to taste differently as a result, which is also kind of interesting. I think there's a few other plants that they did that with. I think mangoes. Is it mangoes? No, maybe grapefruit. There's a red grapefruit, I think, that came from this. And a few others. But yeah, that's really interesting. They did radiation on plants, and then it did some cool things. Yeah. Not addressing her seems far more preferable to her playing lamp or cheerleader to her husband and the station doctor. Yeah, absolutely. Radioactive peppermint. Yeah. It's just kind of cool that, like, we can do these ridiculous experiments and then it just becomes part of normal life. I kind of like it. Also, people need to be more normal about Julian too. Oh, what are they doing with your Julian? No. Use the trowel and the patch of soil. Okay, so do we have the seeds? We have. Oh, glowing seeds. Yeah, that's definitely that's some radiation there. I wouldn't be touching those. That's quite bad. We're gonna trowel on the soil. Trowel the soil. The one thing that trowel's actually meant to do.
I've broken up the soil. It's loose now.
Are we gonna plant the seeds? I bet we're gonna plant the seeds. Yep, we're gonna use the soil, the glowy seeds on the soil. If I see one more food descriptor of his skin, oh, is Julian dark-skinned? That's usually the way, which is such a weird. Don't describe people as food. It's yeah, don't like it. It's just creepy.
There we are.
Success. Planted. Pick up the pot, which we've done. Use the pot with the water trickling down the wall on the left. Oh, there is water there. Oh.
Ice cold.
Ooh, icy cold water. Nice, refreshing. Also, everyone drink water. Just say he has clear or smooth skin or something, or that it shines nicely in the light. Why are you calling it caramel or whatever? He's a brown man. Yeah. Whenever you have someone whose skin color is like, you need to describe darker skin tones, or else people will default to it being white, unfortunately. But you can just say like he has dark skin or he has brown skin. You don't have to say like he has caramel skin or chocolate or like any of those descriptors. You don't not trying to eat the dude. Like, just say okay, he has dark skin. Done. Problem solved. Or yeah. Don't be weird about it. Okay, so we collect the water, and then we water the plant.
I've collected some water in the pot.
Successful. All right. See, but in fanfiction, we all know how he looks. That's true as well. Absolutely. So, like, you're only reading that if you've seen the show. Why are you doing all this food bullshit? Absolutely, yeah, so you don't even need to do that. You don't actually need to describe them at all. That's the one thing that fanfiction gets to totally skip over is all of the introduction and exposition points. Because you already know what's happening. You're already in the scene. You only need to do that with any original characters you're adding. So yeah, no excuse. Okay, so we're gonna do a thing on this, which is gonna be totally normal and not be freaky in any way. Yep, not be freaky in any way. Totally fine that this just happened instantly. It's kind of Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, the world is dying. Yep, as I said, totally not freaky. Nothing to worry about.
Am I dreaming?
I would hope you are, but at this stage, I think it's kind of just magic. Just gonna have to run with it. Let's call him handsome or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, don't be weird about it.
The wheat is firmly rooted. I can't pull it out.
Okay. Wheat, in general, you can kind of just break the stem. Grass isn't exactly made of steel. You don't have to get the whole roots out. In fact, if you try to get the whole roots out, it's probably going to break in your hand because the roots are generally more tethered than the stem is to itself. It's actually quite hard sometimes to pull the roots out in together because the roots hold on so hard. So you can just harvest that with your hands. Like, it's not going to be clean, and if you're harvesting a whole field, you wouldn't want to do it that way because it's slower and also would hurt your hands after a while. This is like you need 2 stems of it. Like, you should be able to do this. You never describe Miles, Kirk, Riker, etc. as having mayo skin or some shit like that. So don't do this weird stuff with Bashir. Yeah, there's a book that I kind of want to see written. There was a TikTok I saw of a woman. She was, I believe, Native American. She might have been Inuit, which is also Native American, but of a different variety. One of those cultures. One of the ones that are like generally like talked about in very weird anthropological ways and dehumanizing ways. And she read the contents book of a page and said, what if we wrote an anthropological book about white people this way, and read out all of the different contents titles. And it seems like, mating rituals and the relation to food and death and all these things. And it sounds really weird. And then she goes, cool, that was actually the contents page of a book about my people. Why did you do this? And like, yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to write a full anthropological work about white people. Not Caucasian people, white people. Because the notion of what white is changes with the times. Like, I have a red beard. In the 40s or whenever, I would not have been considered as white because I would be too Celtic. White is constantly changing. But if you write a book about white people from the outside looking in, then point out that a lot of the stuff we do is actually really weird. Christianity is a literal death cult. Like, the images are often of people dying, and everything is designed for a good afterlife rather than a good life beforehand. Like, there's a lot of very weird things we do that is really interesting. You should I want to see that book, and I'm not the person to write that book. I do not have the skills to be able to pull that off. But I think that would be really interesting. Poles, Italians, etc. weren't white in the 20th century. Absolutely, yes. Very few people were actually white. And now it is increasing. The reason I believe the concept of whiteness is increasing to include just skin color rather than nationality is generally, I believe, so that they can put down people who are not pale-skinned. Like, so you can put down the black communities and Latin Americans and East Asians and Central Asians and such. Muslim countries and such. Like, basically, we want to consolidate power, so we'll make more people white so that the people who are not that have a worse time, which is really crappy and really mean and should stop because bigotry sucks. But, yeah, I kind of want that book. It would be really interesting. There's so many good ways you could do that book. I remember how some people pointed out that this would scare even H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft's horror would be seeing an Irishman. Absolutely, yeah. H.P. Lovecraft's biggest terror was either seeing an Irishman or seeing the color purple. He just specifically had a whole thing about colors. Yeah, it was. I don't like not even skin colors, just like rainbow colors. It's just the whole thing about color. It was a very weird dude. I kind of feel bad for him because he was a very scared dude. He was just terrified of literally everything, and that's not a way to live. And yeah, I can't even be angry at the guy. He's just sad. I mean, I can be angry at the guy. He was a dick, but he was also just scared, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use the knife to cut the wheat. Yeah, maha. Sheaf of wheat, all right! With that, you must put specific items in the arms against the back wall to open the way forward. The items match the murals on the wall. Okay, fishing rod. We don't have that, we're trapped. In my own story, I prefer describing everyone with the same rule. Okay, what's the rule? Very cool. What is the rule? Cool rule. The left arm requires a whip. Combine the crank with the root to make one. It's a whip, not a fishing rod. Cool. Do we have a crank? Combine the crank with the root. Do we have roots? Okay, so... Crank with the root. You will both get a description stating that someone is a white Ukrainian woman and that someone is a Malian black boy. Nice. Yeah. Makes sense. Wait, do we have a root here that I can pick up? Broken pottery, pot, water, roots. Aha!
These roots are strong and tight.
Can I take them from the walls? You get just the straight to the point normal information. Yeah, absolutely. Can I knife on the roots?
I've removed a portion of the root. I'll keep it.
Mwahaha, take a souvenir. So, crank with the root. Because usually you'd only get a description if someone is non-white. Yeah, so you should get a description for everyone. Like equal opportunity descriptions. Okay, so that makes a whip for some reason.
It's a little crude, but I believe I fashioned a whip.
Roots don't tend to... I guess they can work as a whip. Sure, I'm not going to question it. You know what, fine. Game, I'll give you this one. Sure. Roots are technically made of wood more than string, but sometimes maybe, sure. Making white the default. Yeah. Which is kind of sucky when they do that.
It fits.
It fits. That's probably not a good thing to give the door demon, but sure. So instead, just describe everyone equally. Yes, that's a good way to do it. I agree with that. Sheaf of wheat with arm. So we're matching the mural. What the two dudes are holding in the mural. And it opens! And we're not going to have to fist fight the door? That's probably a good thing. Do we now... enter the now open door. Okay. Ooh, that looks weirdly trippy with that... Okay, that feels like fisheye lens a little bit. Can we walk over here? We can! Okay. What is this?
A thick, greasy substance is oozing from the broken pot.
I'm gonna say it's grease and or oil. Yeah. Also, describing with just colors as shown by the early adaptation days of the Hunger Games have shown can be a bit non-obvious for the reader. They'll see olive skin and imagine a tan white person. Yeah, also, olive skin still seems like describing with food. It's like, sure, I guess. Like, eh. But yeah, that is also a problem. So, use a pot on the black substance. Is there anything else we should be... Ooh. A plinth.
I'm unsure if this had any function. It seems bare of any detail.
I suspect it will have function. But we're going to use the pot on the substance. This is a very useful pot. I like this pot.
I've scooped some of the greasy substance into the pot.
Always a good thing to do. Just totally fine. Not a problem. Hey, goat! And moon?
It looks like an object could be placed here.
It
looks like an object could be placed here.
Cool, and we're gonna pull back and see goat! Look at the goat! That's a dark goat. That is a demon goat.
What in God's name? I shan't go near it.
Yeah, so that's our friend the goat, who was taken from the farm of Mr. Bradwell. Probably friendly. I think friend, you know. Oh, well, you can't see. That's a goat. Look at that goat. That goat over there. It's totally fine goat. Not at all to be worried about that goat. I should... Yeah, it's gonna go bad. It's definitely gonna go bad. So with my story, there will be no room for questioning. Nicely done. Okay, so we've done that. Enter the door to the back of the screen on the right. You'll be in a room full of busts. Okay. In here. Oh, that's terrifying.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is... Okay. Cool. Totally normal thing, just have a room of stone heads. That, I think, is a goat head, which might be in reference to Canonus.
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base.
Pan.
V-I-I... Roman numerals.
7. Ooh, okay. First examine the shining object in the mouth of the top left bust.
There's something in its mouth.
Ooh. What do we got?
A gold coin.
A gold
there
coin?
There are no markings on heads nor tails.
It's more of a disc than a coin, then. Then start using the cranks on the walls. Each one will rotate one of the busts a single step. Your goal is to rotate each bust until it is facing the larger goat bust in the center. Okay, we can do that. So that's a parrot head. So we're going to turn you all the way around. Okay, so then you...
This crank is jammed. It won't budge.
That might be the middle one. So you need to be facing towards the center. Turn you all around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record player, right round, round, round. That's a good song. Ooh, I don't know if that has a diagonal. No, oh, it has a diagonal that way. It should have a diagonal the other way. And and that might be it. And spinny, spinny, spin, 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 spinny, spinny, spin, spin, spin. And last one. Can I?
My God, a severed hand is locked in a death grip on the handle.
That's unfortunate.
Who did this belong to?
Jim.
The fingers are icy cold.
I've
managed to pry it off.
Cool.
Should I keep it?
You might as you're taking trophies at this point. You might as well, honestly. Why would you do that? I get that it's a game, but why would you do that? Let's move you over here. Okay. So if one sees the description like, I don't know, a tiger with dark brown skin and imagines anything else, then it becomes obvious that not my description is the issue. The reader is the issue. Yeah, that's very fair. So you're covering your bases. Aha, and that should... Oh, we can't do that one. Something's wrong here.
I can't move it. There's an inscription on the base.
What does it say?
Thartharoeth.
Thartharoeth. You we use a pot of grease. I see. On that, or no, or do we use it on the crank?
The greasy substance could act as a lubricant here.
It could. Kind of a weird thing to do, but again, sure.
Voila.
Voila! It works. I think it's a cow skull. Maybe a goat skull? No, maybe a sheep skull? Maybe a horse. Kind of hard to tell. Remember when I asked a buddy pal of mine to read over a paragraph for me? Oh yes, how did it go? Oh, that's terrifying. Totally normal. Don't mind me. It's all good. It's all good. It's spinning heads. Ah.
Something has emerged from within the bust.
A creature. An eye. Ooh.
A curious object. I'll keep it.
There's a certain level of grave robbing that is going on here, and I'm not going to question that at all. It just happens. Just grave robbing as you do, you know, all around. Just no, that's not fair. Like, archaeology is really important to understand the stories of the past, to understand where we came from, to know where we're going. This is actually like really good. I feel like maybe being a little bit more careful and scientific, recording all the things that are happening, because you should be writing down every single thing you're doing here as you go, partially so you don't get stuck. You should also not be alone. This is remarkably dangerous to be doing alone. But yeah, I guess it's the 1800s. Fine. It's not hugely fine, but it's the 1800s. You're still figuring this stuff out, sure. And one of their changes was from my white woman to the pale woman. Well, no, the character is described as white. She's described alongside a non-white character. I'm not just saying she's paler. The woman in question isn't even pale. So it depends if you want you want the connotations to be. Because again, white is subjective, depending on time period and culture. You could say the European woman with pale skin. White also works. Like, yeah. That's kind of a cultural thing. If your readers don't get pulled out of the story with it, then it's fine. And if they do, change it. That's generally how it works. But also, it's your story. You get to do what you want. The woman in question isn't even pale. Well, she's not pale. Then why are you describing her as white? Like, that sounds like you're describing the woman's culture rather than culture or ethnicity rather than skin color. She's modern standard white in a modern setting. Okay, yeah. That sounds like you're describing ethnic background rather than skin color. In which case, maybe make that more clear, maybe? I don't know. I haven't actually read the paragraph, so. Terrifying goat. Terrifying goat. Scary goat. Da 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 da. Oh no, you can't see me. Scary goat. Da na 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 na. Scary goat. Na 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 na. Because it is what I'm doing. There you go. Yeah. Then it works. Place in the middle, open and letting you pick up a bust fragment. How to solve the... Okay. Enter the door to the back of the screen on the left this time. Okay, we're going to go this way. Don't mind the goat. Don't mind the goat. I'm going to go that way. I believe it came from the one in the middle.
Goodness me.
That's kind of cool. Meow, Herbert.
Herbert?
Herbert! Friendly kitty!
What madness is this?
Aw. Hello, kitty. You have glowy eyes. It's not terrifying at all.
What on earth are you doing down here, you silly cat? Did you follow me?
No.
It looks absolutely starving.
Poor kitty. Also, there's people here. That's worrying. Shiny object to examine. I believe it's that. Can I... That was not a walk command. That was a look. Look at the thing.
Something is hanging here.
Ooh, worms.
A writhing mass of serpents carved from stone. On the reverse side is a thin, notched shaft.
Ooh.
Perhaps a key of some nature.
Very cool. I want to feed the kitty. Poor kitty. Give the severed-handed... Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. This is going to be weird. But you know what, kitty? Have a severed hand. Have some food. That's... You ever come to the realization that your cat would absolutely eat you? That doesn't mean they don't love you, but they would absolutely eat you. This is sort of proof of that. And that's, yeah, this is why I trigger warning that you ate the whole thing in one go. Herbert, I have questions. You vomited a coin. That's, we have to pick up the coin
Ghastly.
now. Yeah. Game, I have so many questions. Why would you do this? I'm calling her white. Other than this acknowledgement, her skin is not touched upon. I'm not calling her pale. I'm not calling her tan. She's a white woman with XYZ hair and ABC eyes. There you go then. Yeah, if that's a description, that's a description. It's more, if you care that much about it, then do it. As I said, normally you only specify when someone is non-white. Well, here everyone is specified, and she just happens to be white. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that.
Another gold coin. This one also has no markings.
Then it's not really a coin, it's a disc. Coins, to be a coin, it must be in some way stamped, carved, and printed. It has to have a design on it, is my understanding. Otherwise, it's just a token. I think that's the definition. Okay, so we don't do anything here now. We ignore the standing stone, apparently.
There is a queer heat emanating from the stone.
Queer indeed. So, oh, there's someone going through all the doors. Okay, so we're gonna go through the door to the left now. Oh, this is very cool. This is very cool. I remember when I was at the receiving end of asking for description help. Yeah? How'd it go? Ooh.
I can't move it an inch. It's heavier than it looks.
Ooh.
There is a thin slot set into the front of it, not unlike a piggy bank.
I wonder what we do with the coins then. And I was asked how to normally bring up a character being of a certain background. See, my advice was to just say it. That is the generally preferred option by many. Yeah, you can just say it. It's not bigoted to show a description. It's bigoted to assume characteristics because of that description, or at least negative characteristics. And positive, actually. But yeah, if you're inferring from their description more than their description provides, that's bigoted. Saying that someone with dark skin has skin that is dark is not bigoted. That's a description. Just say this character is XYZ. It's normal. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Place 2 gold coins in there. Okay. We're gonna place a gold coin in the vessel. The vessel with the pestle has the brew that is true.
The coin went in.
That is how things work.
I don't think anything happened.
What about a second coin, though? Always got to try a second time.
The coin went in.
Again, gravity. A thing moved.
Something
I hear.
stirred within the plinth. I should take a closer look down there.
It's getting increasingly dangerous. Like, of course, make it flow with the rest of the paragraph, but other than that, just say it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't need to make a big thing about it. You can just say it. Okay, so let's have a look at this, actually.
The man is presenting a small, rounded object.
A coin.
A remarkably accurate depiction for something that must be so ancient.
So people in ancient times were not bad artists. They were often stylized artists in the same way that we are now. Humans don't really change in that fact. It's just the fashions change. So like when ancient Egyptian, for example, paintings on the walls, and you have the images of people with like very flattened forms. That's not because they thought people looked like that. That's because that was the style at the time. There are paintings, I believe there are paintings from ancient Egypt that are realistic. Most of them don't survive because they're not on tomb walls, because that was the style for tombs. But like they could paint and carve things very accurately the same way we can now. Artists have always been around. It's just that we think of various time periods as having certain artistic abilities because that's the style at the time. That's not actually the ability, that's just fashion. Every culture has always been able to draw things realistically. If you're already stating basic info about this character, then this is just another part of basic info. Absolutely, I agree. Ooh, wheel.
Astonishing.
That is very cool.
Ancient device.
Da-da-da-da! I don't believe we deal with this one yet. No. We're going to come back to this. That's very cool, though. So we're going to look at the plinth. Ooh!
Characters,
alphabet.
Perhaps Greek in origin?
That is
they are protruding
Greek,
out
yes.
from the plaque. Perhaps I can push them in some manner.
Ooh, buttons! This is incredibly complex. No one would build this. This thing when like Indiana Jones traps and such, like you have to put so much effort into a one-use trap that has to last for thousands of years. And sometimes that happens. I think, again, maybe the Emperor Qin, the first emperor, was said to have done something similar. But it's not going to be in every tomb in the world. No one would set up things like this. Well, very few people would set things up like this with this level of sophistication for a one-use trap. He has black hair. He's Saudi Arabian. He's cutting his sandwiches into triangles. He's tall. It's a normal descriptor. Don't be scared of it. I like that you put in the cutting his sandwiches into triangles, because that is also actually a character descriptor. That is really cool. Well done. But yeah. Okay, so we now have buttons. The hint to this puzzle is also in the journal. You must identify which characters only appear once and then press them. Ah, okay, so this will be P, Epsilon, Theta, and Omicron. Okay, so we're going to go U, 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 and U. So these are all the characters that only appear once. Ooh, it's the moon!
This must be important.
It is. It's a smiling Cheshire cat. It is Herbert. Smiling in the dark. A rod. Ooh.
A thin rod with tiny notches along the shaft.
That's generally
the head
called
is
a key.
adorned with a coiled serpent.
Again, that's a key. That's definitely a key. We can just call that a key. The ancient people had keys too. If you don't make it weird, like with the mentioned food descriptors, then it won't be weird. Absolutely, yeah. It can work. It's really simple. Just be straightforward about it, and then it's fine. Coil rod. Okay, now we examine the wheel on the left. Wahaha! Now we deal with this cool thing. Okay. Okay, examine the button on the lower left. So what can we actually... Okay. Ooh.
A thin rod with tiny notches along the shaft.
Again.
The head is adorned with an Ouroboros.
Seeming very key-like. Just a thought. Want to say a character has brown skin? Just say they have brown skin. Maybe specify it's a warm, light, dark, cold, brown. But other than that, it's all good. Yeah. Just be obvious about it.
My finger inside.
Maybe don't fit your finger inside ancient
Quite
traps.
fit my finger inside.
Again, a very bad idea to be doing that. So we're going to be...
I can't fit my...
But we can fit maybe the serpent key. Ouroboros rod, coiled rod. The serpent key can go there. That's terrifying.
It fits.
It does. I wish it didn't. That's really scary, actually. Okay, the Ouroboros rod, I have no idea how you would figure this out. And then the coiled rod, top hole on the right. How would you figure that out? That's maybe it's in the journal, but very... Hold up. Is it actually in the journal? It might be. But it is so specific. Okay, that's how you figure it out. There's a line there. There's a line there. Serpents go in the center. That's so specific and tiny. I'd never figure that out. Some things don't need overthinking. Absolutely, I agree. With those placed, interact with the dials until the two arrows are facing the rods. Okay. The inner ring should face the rod on the upper right. Cool. Ooh?
Something moved. In another room.
Okay. So we're going to do that again. Things are moving all the time. That's what we need that to be. And the outer ring should face the rod on the left. And one more. Boom. Something clicked. Okay, you can also specify things later on. No need to push everything at once. Yeah, absolutely. Like... Ooh, I just saw what comes next. Okay. Yeah, you have to play it by ear, but you don't have to be weird about things. You can just sort of do them and be cool about it. And then just get someone to read it and go, how did it sound? Okay. I believe it's this one. Oh, terrifying. Hello, lasers.
Goodness me.
Laser snakes. Laser snakes, laser snakes. It does whatever a laser snake does. I think that dropped a thing. Where is it? Oh. Don't do that. There's literal lasers going into that stone. Don't touch it.
What's this?
There's lasers. We already had that.
A piece of stone carved into the shape of a crescent moon.
Did we not
it
already?
Must be important.
Oh, it's the other side we had. Okay, yeah. So we now got the eye, and then one side which is a small moon, and the other side which is a big moon. We can now make the full circle. Cool. Yes. Okay. So I guess I feel like this is a concerning sight.
Nothing of note here. The statue is well out of reach.
Can we see it?
A shaft of inexplicable light is beaming from the mouth of the serpent. Extraordinary.
Yeah.
A shaft of...
I'm concerned and terrified.
The statue bears no moving parts or secrets, it would seem.
Probably several secrets. That's why you don't see them, because they're secret. But anyway, bye-bye! That was concerning. There's only so much oxygen in this room. Why are the fires burning? That might run out of air kind of soonish. That's concerning. So anyway, we're going to put The fragments into this. We're gonna do this. Behold, a thing. So we're gonna put an eye there.
It fits.
It does fit. And we're gonna put a U there.
It fits.
It does fit. And we're gonna put a thing there.
It fits.
It totally does. Oh, that's scary. It's gonna move. As soon as I do that,
Oh, it's gone.
the goat is gone. Sorry, got rid of that transition for you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry that I keep covering up the important bit with my little dude, but still. So, there's a page on the floor. We're gonna read the page on the floor.
What have we here?
What have we here?
This is my father's handwriting.
It is.
Page torn from his journal.
Intriguing. Samuel's hand was ripped clean off by an unseen force. There was so much blood. It remains to be seen if Saxnot was the perpetrator of this shocking act. Okay, so it's been there for 25 years. Dang. He's a sturdy lad and he'll live, but he is shaken. I am shaken. Mr. Shoulder, however, seems very keen to push on. I don't know why. This man is positively chipper. You should not be chipper when someone has just lost their hand. That's not really appropriate for the situation. Just gonna say maybe. He's right though. We do have a job to do, and by Jove, we will get it done. Okay. By Jove, we shall. If I recall, Draco Malfoy's iconic silver hair is first described in the third book when Harry hits him with mud. No, really? That's got to be first book, really? If you feel like the descriptor won't flow well, leave it for later. Draco's got to be described earlier than that. Surely. He's the villain of the first two pieces. Really? That would be surprising. Not saying you're wrong, just surprising. Saxnot. So, there's a face.
What a hideous sight.
It could be friend. It might not be hideous, don't be mean. Oh, that's hideous. Oh, wow, okay. Hi. Hello. Oh,
the
okay.
eye seems somewhat loose in its socket.
Ooh,
Try as I might, I cannot pry it open.
That's terrifying. Ooh, okay. Horn go down.
It looks like something could be mounted here.
Ooh, we're just gonna back away from that. That was actually like disturbing. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That was creepier than anything else in the game so far. Oh, he has descriptors before that, just not of his hair. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's really interesting. Trowel with a box filled with soil to find a... Okay. What's this?
Karja? Sarja?
Sarja boys.
I have no idea
My
what it
little
means.
soda pop. So... Oh, we have so many things.
I can't remove it.
Okay, so there should be a box of soil. There's the soil.
The soil has hardened into a thick casing.
So we should find, if we use a trowel, upon the soil.
A goat has been buried here. How gruesome.
Poor goat! No, poor little goat. I mean, so this is a barrow, this is a burial chamber, so there are meant to be bodies here. I'm surprised how few bodies we've found so far, to be honest. This is seeming more Temple of Traps rather than burial mound at this point. But yeah. Okay, so we need to...
A horn has broken away from the skull.
So we take that.
I'll take it.
Yoink. Malfoy's main descriptor is actually of his skin. When something is pointed out about him, it's usually how pale he is. That does sound familiar, actually. Yeah, that is surprising. Okay, so that's just terrifying. Use the horn of the bus. Okay. And so we do this. I don't like this image. I supremely don't like this image. I want to get away from this image.
The horn fits perfectly, as if by design.
Almost like it was. Then we do that, and then...
Try as I might, I cannot pry it open.
Oh, twice. That's also legitimately terrifying. I don't like this. I'm just gonna get away from this. Ooh. Oh no, we got it. Okay. We have to do a thing now. I'm going to trigger warning the next 30 seconds of this because we have to use a knife upon the eye. So trigger warning, everyone. Just
If I can just wedge the knife under here.
Unfortunately. Oh, we didn't show that. Okay, guess good. Okay, cool. Glad that was not too gruesome. Because, okay. So yeah, if needed, leave the description for later. Maybe not third book later, but his hair is described in a way that flowed well. Okay, that works. Good for that. But yeah, I would describe the hair earlier than book 3. Pick up the eyeball. Wait. Behind the eye was a keyhole. Place the eyeball inside of the niche on the left to reveal 2 recesses. Do you have to go back to this?
Is that blood?
Okay.
Perhaps I can find a key for this.
On the niche to the left. Okay, do I have anything?
The key
okay,
doesn't
not that
seem
one.
to fit.
A niche to the left. He was hit in the head with mud, so we can point out his hair color. Yeah, but I would still do that in book 1 rather than book 3. That seems a little bit late to be doing that. Okay, so place the eyeball inside the niche on the left. Is there... there's a niche. Aha.
Karja?
Nope. Such a buzz.
No
So we take the literal eyeball, not on the niche, which I would never have gotten. Okay, that opened up 2 things.
Remarkable.
Yep. Well, yeah. The left one has a tuning key inside. Okay.
There's a key. I'll take it.
Yoink! I feel like we're just rubbing all the things.
A keyhole.
Okay. The right recess has a keyhole. Use the horned bus key on the keyhole inside the recess. Use the tomb key with the keyhole inside the bus eye cavity. Okay, so we're going to use the horned bus key on that. That's not what I want to do. With recess.
The key fits.
Okay, so we do that. Something moves.
Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
And things are going to fall on us and we're going to die. It's going to be bad. And then we use the tomb key here. I supremely don't like that image. I supremely don't like this image. This is such a very bad image. Creepy beyond belief.
Sounds like a mechanism creaked somewhere far above me.
That's not a good thing. That means something is above you. Oh, there's that. Okay, cool. Are we going to be flooded with water?
What a horrific racket.
It's a dragon. Going to burninate the nation. Aha! It so happens that the scene is in the 3rd book and not the 1st. And if this world gave 2 slugs about the school hats, maybe we would have gotten a heck descriptor earlier. Yeah. Yeah, you should care about the hats. The school should have hats. Hats are cool. Okay. Okay, so one of the main reason I'm using the walkthrough instead of just playing the game straight is there's no way I'd ever figure out most of these puzzles. For example, the solution to what we do with this hole is we play the fiddle.
The fiddle and bow.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. But apparently that's what we do. Is it what we do? Wait, do we? Oh, no, we do it on that. Okay, so we try that again. Carvings. Oh, we have this. Okay. So we need to... Oh, we need to actually play it. Okay, wow. So we go U. And then we go down to there. And then there. And then there. And then there. And that should open?
No, that's not it.
That's concerning. Okay, wait. Play the fiddle by using it with the hole. The notes are marked down at the bottom of the fiddle's interface. Play the following notes. G, A, D, A, G. Okay. Hogwarts uniform hats. Most forgotten about thing by everyone and their mother. They do appear in the movies from what I know, just only during the first couple of Great Hall events. Yeah, it's sort of, they only use them in the films so they can take them off and like throw their hats down and be sad about it. If I remember correctly. And it's only when they're quite young. G A D A G. And that opens a thing. It did! Success! Okay, and that silenced the thing. Cool, alright. That made no sense, but sure, we'll go with that. Okay, so we next go through the door. That's terrifying. Hello, Herberts. So many Herberts. So many creepy Herberts. Hello, Herberts. Oh, you're scary Herberts. No, friendly Herberts. Come on, Herberts, let's all be friends. I gave you a hand. No, can't we be friends?
It's all just hogwash.
It's literal cats. Or not. Sure.
Is this all in my head?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe don't think too much about that. First year students will require 1 3/3 of plain work robes, black. 2 1 plain pointed hat, black. For day wear. 3 1 pair of protective gloves, dragon hide or similar. 4 1 winter cloak, black silver fastenings. Nice. Yeah, they do mention it, but then they never really wear them again. Because hats were not in fashion, which is sad, because hats should be in fashion. Okay, so underneath the door with the moon symbol. And then... Oh, that's terrifying. Flashback. Wow. Oh, we're in the past now. Oh, cool. All the hats, I assume, got eaten at some point as we stopped caring about them. Yeah. Just sad. We should care about our hats. That moved me back in. Okay, so we're gonna walk all the way to the left. Hello, person. Hello. Oh, hello, Father. Father!
Tricks and relics rare. The priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
Such a weird song to sing to a little kid. Oh, and he's falling apart. That's not fun. Gah! Ooh, got a note. Got a letter. Hello.
This is my father's handwriting.
Again, you shouldn't be surprised at this point. My initial suspicions are proving to be true. We are not dealing with a mere folk goblin, conjured up by the minds of farmers on which to blame their failures. Saxnot may dwell here, but he is not alone. I think back to all I have studied, all I have learned. Everything points to the possibility of a much more malign influence. Something long forgotten stirs within this bleak place. Something dark, something monstrous longs for attention. I have prepared the tablet. I will put an end to this. Dun dun dun! So he is not sounding like he was a archaeologist as much as he's sounding like he was a magi, a sorcerer, possibly an exorcist, someone who deals with the occult. An occultist is a better word. A folklorist, perhaps.
I don't understand.
Yeah, he
What
dealt
is
with
this
magic.
tablet he keeps referring to?
Why did he tell his daughter that it was all hogwash and drilled into her that none of this was real when he actively engaged in it professionally, not just like culturally? So weird. Maybe he was trying to keep her away from it at all times, like because it was dangerous. But even then, like, if this is the stuff he worked with, you need to prepare your kid for a world that has this in it, because there are dangers that lurk in the dark. Right? Pick up the page and walk through the door underneath the stars symbol. Okay. Again, I never would have figured this out. Ooh, we're back here. Okay, it's probably going to go quite badly as well.
3, 2,
1.
You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come.
And then... Okay. Hide and seek, let's go. What do we see? Hello.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
I'm your height now.
Father.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I
Sorcery.
have a feeling you might find something special.
Ooh.
Can you hear me, Father?
Probably not.
Is it really you?
Nope.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird.
This is the
Good
scene that
luck.
we found the red urn. Right behind us. So, we do this?
Thomasina. A
Yeah.
true archaeologist uses the tools of her trade.
We're meant to use the trowel, if I recall. And the trowel is there.
I remember this.
Yep. Happening exactly the same way I did last time. Well, sir, I do believe it is my time to sleep. Keep your hat. Good night. See you. Good night, telephone. Thank you so much for coming. Hope you sleep well. Have a good day that follows. Happy Independence Day once more. See you, Hal. Hey, hey, hey. Good night. Good night, telephone. Thank you so much for coming. Hope you sleep well and have a good day. Happy Independence Day once more. Let's see. So we're probably going to have another hour of the stream. Anyone who's listening in the background. I don't think we're going to finish this game today. We might not. I am unsure. We shall see. It'd be kind of cool if we could finish it today. Ooh.
Nothing.
Nothing? Father, did you leave us a lie? Wait, let's see. How... And... Actually, we might be near the end. Oh, we might be nearing the end. Okay, we might actually finish it today. Okay, cool. Let's go have a talk to our dad. So that didn't do anything. We're gonna go talk to Daddy. Hello.
Father, it's me, Thomasina.
Keep looking, my little bird.
Oh, it was in the...
Leave no stone unturned.
We didn't
Can't you hear
dig in the
me?
right spot. That's... Okay. I forgot which, well, one had the urn in it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, yes, so it's going to be the last one, which is... Statue there. And that's the one. Okay. Trowel with dirt. Do 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 do. Oh, kitty!
The wretched smell.
Herbert, no, kitty. No. There's a lot of cats in this game.
What is the meaning of this?
The meaning of life and death and passing away from this world. And then he ghosts away. He ninja. He disappear. Spooky face, no! Okay. We're actually very near the end of this game. I didn't realize. Okay, so now we go underneath the ear symbol, which is that one. No. So we talk to him.
Thomasina?
He's speaking!
Father.
Father, it is I.
It's me.
I'm here.
My dear, sweet little bird. I'm so very dreadfully hot. Please remove these covers. They suffocate me so.
I
Father,
suspect...
you can talk again.
And I've got so much to ask you. So much to tell you.
Yes.
But please, first, the covers.
I suspect we're going to release a thing, like bugs are going to come out, something like that. Oh yes, look! Worms! Oh, not worms. Oh, okay. Hi! Hello! This is why I trigger warning this thing. Oh.
Father, your body.
It's missing most of it.
Oh, my dear, clever girl. You're so close now.
That's concerning.
How good it is to finally speak with you again.
Yeah, good for you. He's talking again.
But...
Don't worry. It will all be fine soon. You're close to the end, little bird.
Okay. Saxnut, what are you doing? I have questions. In this final room of doors, enter through the door underneath the mouth symbol. Aha. Ooh, more tunnels. Okay. I just got an achievement that says it all ends here. So we are at the very end of this. Okay. Down we go. Okay. Okay, cool. We're actually, we are very nearly at the end. A little bit longer. Come on, we do. Down the tunnel. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, what's the word? Parallax. That looks so cool. That's so cool. It's like mountains. That's amazing. That's such a good effect. It's having 3 different layers, moving at different speeds. Nice. Ooh, got a little temple.
My God.
My God, it's dark. Hey, person with snake legs. Friendly snake legs, right? Right? Maybe?
Father,
yeah.
This ends now.
I feel like you're challenging your dad at this point. Maybe don't do that. Okay. And then we look at this.
There's something here in the soil.
Is it the seeds we planted earlier? It's the tablet that he put down there. Okay.
Tablet made of lead. There's
Ooh,
an inscription
poisonous.
scratched into it.
What's the inscription say?
Aliges daemonium incantamentum. With mine blood shall thou be bound to the earth, and only with mine blood shall thou be freed.
That's why it has to be her, because her blood runs in his veins.
Is this what Saxnot was referring to?
Yep.
My father wrote this?
He did, and yeah.
I know what I need to do.
Okay, you only need like a drop. You don't need much. Miss Bateman, you don't need much blood. Okay, good. Just a little bit. That's just a little bit. That's all you need. Yep. And then that should be enough. You don't need any more than that. You can just chill out, relax. It's fine. You did the thing. And bear in mind, you are trapped at the bottom of a very dark tunnel. If those lights go out. Ah! The sky! It is falling! A creature approaches. So I think we might have just...
scarcely believe what I saw looming over me in that Stygian chamber.
Cthulhu. A great monster. A beast of the deep. A Balrog.
How does one even attempt to describe the indescribable? The vision before me defied all logical explanation.
Oh, it was Cthulhu then. That's most of the horror in the Cthulhu stories, is that you can't describe it, which is sort of more puzzling than it is terrifying. But
all my efforts to do so have fallen on deaf ears, merely providing a chance to be mocked, pitied, and dismissed as mentally unsound.
Or you could just become a fantasy author and then put it all into that, and then people will think it's great because it's interesting. That's how Lovecraft did it. When he probably should have been mocked for half of the stuff.
I dare not commit that unfathomable glimpse to paper.
You could.
But it was real, Mother. He is real.
Okay.
Not an imaginary terror, but a demon. A god brought to life.
Again, you could just draw him. It's fine. He'd probably quite like that.
I turned and ran, striving to somehow make my way out of that accursed Barrow alive. inspirited by the hope that my squalid deed had freed father from his plight.
Ken, it's very dark down there, and I suspect those torches were controlled by the monster you dislike.
Speechless voices whispered to me in unknown tongues that grew louder with every step.
Technically not speechless then. Technically full of speech. It's just a different language. It's not speechless. That's speechful, if you will.
Suddenly, there was light.
That's called the entrance. Did you make it to the entrance? You made it to the entrance! Ah, the world is still purple. That's probably a bad thing. Hey, Saxnot, how's it going, my dude? You good? You free? You happy?
I saw him too. That night I saved your father.
It wasn't you. Ah.
Ever since then, I've felt his corruption growing within me. It grew stronger and stronger as he raged against the incantation that bound him beneath the soil.
Right.
I fought him with all my might. Tried hard to bury him in the corners of my mind. Oh, Thomasina, how I tried.
So what did we release?
I could deny him no longer. I became naught but an instrument. His voice became my own.
Who is he?
I deceived you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I assumed at this
I
point.
am his now. Soon we'll all be his.
It is Cthulhu, isn't it?
Hail Abraxas Rex.
A Rex? Oh, dragon. Dragon! Actual dragon! Hit with dragon fire. That's not good. Cool. Hi, how's it going? You good?
I say she's done it, Leonard.
You assholes.
I believe she has. My dear Miss Bateman.
You gonna help me up?
There is a god about whom you know nothing, because men have forgotten him.
Except apparently you didn't.
We call him by his name, Abraxas.
And who is he?
Welcome back, Master. Come, Leonard. We must await him at the chapel.
Aye. Only there shall he be complete.
I kind of hope that this god just takes those two as sacrifices. Because they were the partially responsible for getting him trapped in the first place. Or at least the town was. Cool. Cool. Seventh day, Vindicta! The seventh day. So it's now been like 3-4 days later?
Ah, Miss Bateman.
Oh, it's not gonna...
Welcome back to Ticehurst House.
We're not gonna see what happened at the
It's been
chapel.
quite some time.
Just smoking outside because he can.
Terrible weather this evening. Is it
Again,
not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough.
Oh, this is the opening scene.
A
Oh,
bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
you're not blocking the rain. The rain is getting well past your
You mustn't be
umbrella.
interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Yeah, this is the opening scene. Cool. That's a nice roundabout way of finishing it.
Pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside.
I can't control it
Catch
yet.
your death out here.
Can I control? There we go. Okay. Ooh. What can I look at? Nothing. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we're just gonna go for a little stroll. Strolly stroll. Hello there, person. I can't talk to you. No, I cannot. Oh, that's not good. She go boom. She go boom boom. That's remarkably bad. So much boom boom. This is a very bad boom boom. It's not a satisfying boom boom. It's a bad boom boom. So, put the bag down. That's a good start to entering this place. If we stand next to him, is he gonna go boom boom? Oh, it's going purple. That's definitely a good thing. Not at all concerning in the slightest. Just gonna grab this because that's what we're meant to do next. And I suspect our father not gonna make it. And yeah, okay, so we were possessed by a mixture of Saxnot and the Abraxas creature. That's what the fire was going into us, is taking over so that we can get to him because he was the one that bound it and he wanted
Mr.
revenge.
Kemp. Welcome.
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
And my light is his light. We've a full house for today's sermon. You'd best take your seat.
Huh. Interesting.
My heart is his heart, your lordship.
And my light is his light, Mr. Long.
You have made an Eden here, your lordship. We are ever so thankful to you.
I assure you, Mr. Long, this is only the beginning.
This can only end well.
Please join the others inside.
My heart is his heart.
And my light is his light, dear Leonard. How are you feeling?
Fit as a fiddle.
Interesting. This is feeling very what's it called? The Town and the Cthulhu stories. Is he gonna lock the door and everyone die inside? It's a fairly modern house. I was expecting a little bit more of a temple look. Oh, purple light! Definitely a good thing not to be concerned about in any way. Several years later.
And now I sit in this dismal room, day after day, year after year.
Okay, so she was obviously captured. Oh, because she didn't just kill her father. She was blamed for the explosions of the nurses. Because how else would they have died? Which makes a lot of sense. So she's assumed to be a serial killer.
Imprisoned and committed with seemingly little hope of redemption.
Yeah, you done did a whole bunch of murders, is what they thought. So
You
yeah.
have chosen not to visit me, and I understand that, I do.
She hopes that Abraxas will visit her.
Indeed, I've had but one visitor, Arthur Tillett.
Aww.
He comes to see me once or twice a year.
Arthur, hey! That guy's kind of cool.
A loyal and decent man who tried in vain to warn me of the wicked plot concocted by Lord Panswick and Mr. Shoulder.
So he knows that it's not her fault, basically. And he feels guilty because he failed to warn her off. And that's why he visits her knowing it's not her that did these horrible things. It's the creatures, the god.
Thankfully, Midland Railway accepted his transfer request. He and his wife were able to leave that damnable village several weeks after my excavation.
Hey, he got them to safety. Good for him. Aw.
It feels like an age has passed since that fateful night at Ticehurst House. But finally, you have my full account.
Okay, so she was writing this whole thing to her mother, explaining the situation, basically. Which would have taken a while.
I thought I knew my father.
I mean, yeah.
As I look back on my childhood memories, I can only conclude that it was his wish to protect me from the true nature of his endeavors.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem like the best of solutions. Like, compare his idea of protection, which is, like, magic isn't real, nothing is real, no, dude, it's all fake, it's all hogwash, versus something like Supernatural. In the series, the dad finds out that demons exist and becomes a demon hunter, or just hunter as they're called, and so he trains his two kids to fight demons and all kinds of like things in the dark, in the night, because he then finds out the world is so much more dangerous than he thought it was. So he arms his boys, which has its own like bad things happen. Like he does sort of force them into that kind of a life, but like if you find out the world is more dangerous, maybe arming your kids isn't the worst option. I mean, you can do it with much more kindness than he does in that series, but I feel like this is sort of ignoring the problem rather than dealing with it.
But why didn't you tell me the truth? Especially after what happened to him at Hobbs Barrow.
Oh yeah, the mother kept it from her, didn't she?
Why did you allow me to grow up idolizing a man who didn't exist?
Yeah.
I did not kill father.
Nope, the
It was
creature
he
did.
that guided my hand. I was in thrall to that most malevolent force.
Yeah. Also, I don't like the depiction of like, because it is sort of hinted to being quite Celtic deities, or maybe that's just my interpretation coming from my own background. That's not a good depiction of Celtic deities. they're not that brutal. I mean, they can be, but they're not that malevolent. They're much more tricksterish. Much more like what Saxnod is. Like playing to his own ends for amusement rather than just intentionally killing all the people. This is much more Cthulhu adjacent, which is just evil for evil's sake.
Abraxas, I beg you to understand.
Wait, did Abraxas not
He
do
has had
it?
his revenge, but I know he will return.
Yep.
Where is he now? What more is he capable of?
Yeah, he's sort of slowly building his forces.
I only wanted to save my father.
By doing a murder, that's not how that works. I do apologize, my dear, but no.
Oh, mother, what have I done?
Yeah, not some good things,
Forgive
that's for sure.
me.
Probably not going to happen. Not in this case. And is that it? Oh, Purple, he's here. He came to visit. He came to visit in the end. Aw. That's nice. I got an achievement, an uncertain future. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, that is it. We completed the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. That was a really interesting story. It was feeling very I'm gonna pause this while I quickly look for the name of the town I'm thinking of, which is Lovecraft Town of. So in Lovecraft, there's a town of So in Lovecraft, there is a town of fish people known as Innsmouth, which I think might actually be a real place. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. The old ones, the deep ones, the Cthulhu and his band of weirdness, have a subsection that breed with humans and become Innsmouthians, who fill this town, and the town is all essentially all weird fish people that worship the old ones. It's feeling like Bewley is becoming that way at the end of this, as they reignite the religion to this old god that is one of pain, torment, and destruction. Sort of ish. Which almost like that god has claimed some of the energy from the Celtic, from the Fae, from the Fair Folk, that I guess came after, maybe? Following the idea that all of it is real, but then, the god is, in this case, just scarier and more powerful than Saxnod himself. Hey, Alistair Beckett-King is in this! Awesome! Alistair Beckett-King, if he's the guy I'm thinking of, is a really good comedian, and you should go watch his stuff. He's also on YouTube. I didn't realize he helped make this. Wow. Wow, that's not his style very much. But wow. He's a really good comedian. I saw him live once. He was awesome. Yeah, everyone who worked on this, you did such a good job. Well done. This was so well made, and it's intense. It's so very intense at times, but dang, you should all be so incredibly proud of the thing you helped make. Because dang, the voice acting was really good. The pixel art was amazing. The story was cool. It was so cool. I liked this. Thank you so much. I believe it was Mayhem who suggested this. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna double check that. Let's just have a quick double check. Who suggested this on the Discord? Let us have a quick look. I believe it was... Who suggested Hobbs Barrow? Menace. It was Merry the Menace on our community Discord, which if you're not part of, there's a link in the description. Thank you so much, Menace, for suggesting this game. This was really cool. The entire Adventures game community and every single one of you that has liked, retweeted, and wished us and followed us on our journey. Yeah, this is so cool. Unfortunately, the sound effect. I thought these were songs I was going to reference, which we did not hear because I had that turned off. But yeah, they actually have references to all of the sound effects they used. That's really cool. Nice. This was a really cool game. This was creepier than what I usually play, but this was so well made. So I always like to leave the credits play out as much as I can, provided they're not half an hour long. But yeah, that's really cool. That was a really good game. And does it go back to the title? And oh, does it go back to the title? Darkness, shadows. Oh, purple. Okay, and then so this is how the game opens. Which, yeah, I guess it's gonna take us back to the, and then that's the background music. So all right, that is the game complete. We did it. We finished the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Am I here? Am I here? I am here. That was such a good game. I legitimately love doing that. That was such a good game. The story was so cool. So very cool. Okay, so before you leave, I like to leave a link to people who want to keep watching streams. Those who've been here before know that I like to leave a link to the Alvea Sanctuary. If you don't know who they are a wildlife sanctuary in Texas, I believe. They have a 24-hour live stream running, and the stream itself helps fund the animals they care for. So if you look on the stream now, there's some crows, there's some red foxes, and a pasture with looks like a donkey in it, and some wolf hybrids in there. And it's a really good stream. It's a really cool thing that they're doing with streaming. They don't know I exist, but I like to support them because I like to support animal causes, and it's really cool. Yeah. Anyways, so the plan is with this weekend, we shall continue with Stardew Valley, and then next Tuesday we shall begin upon a new story game. And hope you can all join me then. I like streaming. I like being able to do this. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and see you next time. Thank you. Farewell.